to make her mine. She lays on my shoulder, if only for a tease. Me off to the wind, floating on the breeze. For then in that moment she'll be mine. Butterfly. But I guess there's so many things it's not meant to hold. I guess if I love her, let it go. I guess if I love her, let it go. Make sense of this, there ain't no making sense of that. And hoping is just hoping when we don't know where we're at. Want you to run so far, yeah, and fly so free.
Welcome back to Live on Patrol. We're just opening up with a little song that my son Kyle Fletcher had written called Butterfly. And that way I know we have complete rights to that music. And Kyle unfortunately passed away from an overdose on his 26th birthday. But we'll be talking more as we go on these live ride-alongs about the importance of battling addiction, but more importantly, just stopping people from using opioids and fentanyl. So I'm here. We're here at the Law Enforcement Center. That was a picture of the Law Enforcement Center you just saw there, and I'm showing you the fence here because 2 nights ago we had a protest here that involved an attempted breach of our fencing. Now, prior to the protest syndrome, we really never had any of this fencing. The Jersey barriers that you're looking at and the fencing are all new, and it's really unfortunate that we have to have it. But last night the group that was here, about 100 protesters, were attempting to knock down the fence. And the protest was essentially, and by the way, I'm just going to show you the front of the building again because, you know, all these Jersey barriers are semi-recent addition, and you can see how it distracts from the building, but it's the sign of the times, I guess. But 2 nights ago there was a protest, and 2 members of the protest were arrested on the freeway for, not sure, it was the State Patrol that arrested them, and they brought them to our Law Enforcement Center and booked them for unlawful assembly. And then the protest was a matter of people wanting them to get out of jail. You might have seen a protest, similar protest downtown Minneapolis at the Hennepin County Jail yesterday when a group was arrested. Some were people arrested in PV Park when they were moving a homeless site. Fires were started. There was painting of the Hennepin County Sheriff's Office. So just a little update there. What happened is, unlawful assembly is a misdemeanor. We normally get people out in a timely fashion. After 3 hours, the arrestees were released. I think the protesters claimed victory. They felt like they had a victory, but in reality, we process misdemeanors pretty quickly and get them out. So welcome back. My name is Bob Fletcher. I have the honor of being your sheriff. With me is my partner, Pat Scott, a 30-year plus veteran of the St. Paul Police Department and currently an analyst with the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office. Pat?
Good to be back here with you guys on this Friday night. So far, not a whole lot happening. We'll see where the night takes us, and glad to have you along with us.
Yeah, please share our live stream with your friends so they're notified. And I don't know how people get notified. To be honest, we're not really experts on Facebook. I know that we're trying to keep the friends approval to the people living in Ramsey County, to the constituents of the Ramsey County Sheriff's Office. But I know there's a way to follow these post and get notified as well. So we're going to turn the radio back up, make sure we don't miss any calls, and neither Pat nor I have had a dose of Mountain Dew yet.
And I'm desperately in need of a dose of Mountain Dew.
Little sugar. We'll be with you. You know, we pretty much try to stay out till 3 to see what's closings. But
2116.
There was part of us that thought about starting early tonight. Well, at least half of us.
2165.
I had. Oh, by the way, you know, last Friday was my wife and I's anniversary, and of course I felt guilty about that. But we did.
2365.
Maybe I should emphasize that more. I really felt guilty about that. But we did have a wonderful dinner at the Baltimore on Saturday night, Pat's recommendation, and I got to tell you, at Baltimore, that was really the finest meal that I've ever had. And I'm, you know me, I'm not a BSer. That Pat's recommendation was right on. So thank you, Pat.
Glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, that's quickly became one of my favorite spots too, for the fine dining experience.
Yeah, it was absolutely amazing. So, you know, I just want to mention my son Kyle, just because there's a good lesson learned here. Just a wonderful, wonderful, fun person to be around, and just an outgoing, glowing personality. Great musician, as you heard. He's got several albums. But this is the case of a lot of people that end up getting tricked into opioid use. And, you know, there's 60,000 people a year that die in this country from opioid overdose.
Horrible statistic.
And, you know, we're working with Teen Challenge and others, but we're going to start a survivor group for opioid survivors. And I'm sure there are hundreds of people out there listening right now that have a family member. And there are many different options. You know, Kyle was on Suboxone. It really helped him for 5 years. He didn't use. The only problem is after he weaned off Suboxone, someone brought drugs to his birthday party. He was living in Los Angeles recording records. And just the wrong outcome. But I don't judge people by their addiction, even when they're out here on the street and we're arresting them, because I know that it's a powerful force that takes over their lives, and the real people are behind that, and you can't see them until you really get to know them. Anyhow, back to the street. Thanks for joining us. It's a Friday night.
Again, was being followed by the medium dark or black SUV. The rear passenger behind the driver pointed what appeared to be a gun at the silver sedan. No shots were fired. The vehicle was headed towards Rice Street. I was unable to tell from there. 2119.
Well, we might have to run over to that as soon as we take a look at that call.
10 drinking status.
Yeah, I missed the beginning of that one.
10, I have your code for it. 130.
I'm gonna put yours on 2, and I'll put this one on 3. We got 3 radios in here. We got 6 frequencies we try to monitor, of course.
190. Go ahead with traffic.
Case in Edgerton, Minnesota personalized Tango Hotel Tango Zulu Hotel Echo Romeo.
Oh, there's a St. Paul car. We'll run up there and assist a little bit.
Copy. Case in Edgerton on traffic. 2120.
We're not too far from him. He works DWI patrol on a regular basis.
369.
You okay with holding off for a few minutes?
Oh, yeah.
Putting you en route. Have a good workout. 2120. Copy at 2120.
I'm afraid of that. You gonna send us? Okay. Yeah. Keep them coming. Yep. Swap them, yeah. Should we just swap? Which end do you want to swap there, buddy?
I think the bottom.
You figure it out.
Yeah.
We got a lot of electronics going on here at the same time. and 3 radios, 3 phones. So the squad that stopped this car is normally on TZD, which stands for Toward Zero Deaths. And it's a major initiative in the state of Minnesota with grant funding to help people, help officers
Code 4 on traffic, 2121.
not have an extra cash so they can work DWI patrols. And if you were live with us that one time, there was a little argument.
370.
Whoa. That's one thing about police lights.
Top of your head, checking your status.
They can blind you.
Yep.
Code 4, 2122.
We are live.
You got one in the car or already out?
No, he's in the car. He just doesn't have a headlight. We're just going to educate him that he needs a headlight. He's got a driver's license. We're going to give him some information on how to get a hold of the
All right.
diversion program so he can work to get his license back by reducing his fines and community service, and everybody wins.
Not intoxicated?
Not intoxicated. Still looking.
Very good.
Awesome.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Callers
Thank
requesting
you.
a
Yes,
surgeon
sir.
of husband, not registered to roam, has been using that. Sounds like no physical struggle. Name of Roberts, white male, 31, 6 foot thin, blue shirt, blue
Okay,
pants,
that's
no
for
weapons, will
that
not
one.
fight. 223.
Have a good night, sir. Thank you.
Thank you,
Take
Sheriff.
care.
Thank you, Prescott.
You
Be
betcha.
safe, guys.
See ya.
So we're down in Case and Edgerton. Usually one of the busier neighborhoods historically.
2363. Varder alarm going off at Arden Hills, Valentine Hills.
I copied. Is there a squad that can start?
66.
So for those of you that are relatively new,
Copy.
we have 6 frequencies in Ramsey County. 3 in the city of St. Paul, and then 3 in the northern suburbs. So St. Paul has a
Is there a
western
squad that can
sector,
back? 2166 on that Vardo alarm.
western section, a central section, which is really Rice Street downtown and the west side, and then the east side of St. Paul, which is on Channel 3. Then in the suburbs, we have 3 frequencies as well, and in the west frequency is. You see something there, Patrick?
I was just never saw taillights that big before in my life. I was trying to figure out what kind of car that was.
Oh. The West District has
2166.
New Brighton, Mounds View.
Just advising from the
Roseville.
earlier squad, no one's expected in the construction area part of the building until about
And then-
100 on Monday.
The sheriff's office has 8 cities in the middle, and then on the east, that's the central frequency. And then
Negative, not
in the east is Maplewood, North St. Paul, and White Bear. So we're monitoring all of them at the same time, but you'll hear some sometimes people talking over each other.
190.
Maryland up here has a lot of resurfacing going on tonight. I don't know how far it stretches.
2125.
So we don't want to hang out
Yeah,
there too much.
but it goes at least from about Arkwright to Payne.
Someone says GB Layton is playing at the Minnesota Music Cafe tonight.
Oh, really?
You have to swing by there.
That's always a good show.
Say hi to him. Anybody that's not there, just when we swing by in a little bit, come out and greet us. My son did play at the Minnesota Music Cafe a number of times.
100 block of County Road C. Charlie on
An
traffic.
amazing
2125.
talent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like the Aldi truck might be confused. What do you think? You think it's because of the Maryland,
22,
Oh,
14,
yeah, I'll bet.
the Maryland construction? You don't often see an Aldi semi on Geranium east of
Hold
Payne.
on.
list?
Good over here.
Very good, thanks. Did you notice that second hold on of Pat's like, I'm about to get killed? There is definitely traffic being blocked off. In fact, that might be Dave Titus and Mike Martin working off duty. They're working the asphalt project.
Looks like I got a pending down on London Lane. That's quite a ways off, but group of people yelling and arguing. Someone trying to get into the house.
So we're southbound on Payne Avenue past Magnolia. We did have a busy week.
9172.
Busy week this week in law enforcement.
Southbound in 7, Minnesota 145, Mike Papa Romeo. Over to the left. Copy southbound 61 at 7th on traffic, pulled over on the left side. Split to start. What's available to break for a medical 1873 Hawthorne Avenue East. For a 30-year-old female having suicidal ideations, broke up with a caller, states she wants to kill herself. No method mentioned. Her name is Stephanie, wearing a blue-black flannel top, black jeans.
Let's probably head that way anyhow.
2128.
Doesn't look like there's anybody available to go to that suicidal call.
Yeah.
188.
What was that address?
1800 Hawthorne.
Strike 2, thank you.
Sounds like a lot of the east side cars are tied up. They're looking for someone to break.
379.
I spoke too soon earlier. There are a lot of pending calls, so it is actually
Thank you, 2128.
quite busy tonight already.
Where is that at?
2363.
2363.
I think I found our vehicle, 2885 Country, with 174 Victor Papa Juliet.
Copy, located the
See
vehicle.
some?
Do update.
No,
Female
this looks like it
in
might
and out
be.
of the house. Female back
Might end up.
Maryland might be clear now.
Also struck the caller with the phone.
Oh, it's Raspberry Island
2129.
racing again tonight. You remember that? We'll get you down to Raspberry Island, see if you can get a little view. We're going to head over to potential
Copy 72
suicide.
for traffic 2129.
Not going to mention the address again.
Last squad, go again.
381. We'll start for we're coming from downtown.
381, copy 2129.
Looks like they got
How's the
two
video?
cars going to it now.
Just tip that down just a hair
What,
so
Megan?
the road is in the middle.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I know that one.
So I think you put this call back in Penn and put me on traffic.
Back a little bit.
Like,
11th and
Yeah.
oh, I got you.
Perfect.
Minnesota plate. Bravo 43302.
Bravo 433, have a good night, 2130. Good tonight, copy. I'm on wrong way driver. He's not on the westbound lane. 2130.
Looks like we're by the asphalt project.
2165, but now it's correct.
We're gonna be going eastbound on
Copy 2131.
eastbound on Maryland from Forest. So some of you sent us some quotes, and I'm going to try to read a couple of them. But feel free to send us some more. Remember, we have a phone that receives text. We don't get to look at them, but 651-448-3810. 448-3810. 651-448-3810. Send us a text of your favorite quotes. We are on the way to the suicidal party. We always got to be careful because there are there's a wide variety of different types of suicidal parties, as you probably could imagine. And we want to make sure that we're not contributing to their stress.
2193 London Lane for a group of people arguing at 2153.
Usually we can be a plus in that situation, but there are times there, and I don't think it's this case, but we do get a fair number of cases where people want the police to come
2132
for the wrong reasons.
Yes, very true.
So it's a very delicate situation. We try to engage them, get some conversation going, but
you took the suspicious
ultimately,
north at 2133.
we got a suspicious there on Wiper Avenue. I'm going to pull up the address there. It's not too far from where we're going.
Right there, clear to the left, is available for a minute.
Copy 576 Front Avenue for an alarm covering upper mid motion. 2133.
I did see a squad up ahead. Thankfully, they're probably going to beat us there. But de-escalating a person's mindset, a lot of it's distraction, a lot of it's comfort, but some of it's medical and chemical. And you know, a lot of times people are off their medicine, and that becomes problematic.
270 copy.
Yeah, no BWC.
And the reality is, the negative outcomes are what make the news,
Yeah.
but these are overwhelmingly resolved and de-escalated with a high degree of success.
Bravo 2700T.
Yeah, and having said that, since COVID has come on the scene, there's been a lot more of this. The number of suicidal calls or people in crisis calls that we get is just so substantial. So we got a squad that just arrived before us. If there's two of them, we're gonna honor there and just probably not be a part of it. You want to check the address on this one?
5182, 5185.
Make sure we're in the right spot. 73 is going to be the north.
5182.
64. There they are.
50 medics at 12.
We'll turn our radio down a little bit.
West Department 103. A 29-year-old female is trying to commit suicide.
Looks like he's talking to her. We're not going to interfere with him. Right now he's on the steps talking to her. I'm going to pull up here for the medics. Yeah. I don't think the medics are going to get by us. He's got her sitting down on the steps. He's doing some nice counseling, don't you think, Pat?
Oh yeah.
I think we're better off not interfering with his rhythm, even though we'd both like to get out and go help. But
When you see an officer has a rapport going,
Yeah.
You know, maybe just
If we do a several point turnaround here to
Yeah, where are you, sir? Which car is yours?
right here, the black one.
Yeah, please do. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, of course. Thank you. Thank you. Medics are here behind us.
and you couldn't see it as we came up, but the medics were actually around the corner from the address, out of sight, waiting for the officers to assure them that the scene was safe for them to come and assist.
Life is hard for some people, you know?
It is.
That's just the reality. A lot of stressors going on. Medics are... We're just gonna stay here just in case there's a little outburst, but looks good. I think she's
Yeah, she's
completely
a
cooperative.
lot quieter and calmer.
good. I'm not we don't monitor comments, but we do occasionally get texts from regarding people that aren't sympathetic, and I sure hope everybody listening this understands that we should remember people that are struggling with those types of stresses in our prayers. And life's not easy for a lot of people, especially right now with all the economic and other social dilemmas that go on. And so please, when we have people that are in crisis situations, be respectful of their situations and remember them in your hearts. So we're gonna head down to Old Hudson Road. It's been pending straight down White Bear here at the Sunray Lanes. Got a disorderly party down there. Sunray Lanes. If you just joined us, welcome. We're about to be southbound on White Bear Avenue on the east side of St. Paul, and we're at Maryland Avenue. Glad you could join us. We got Pat Scott here with me. My name is Bob Fletcher. And
There's a good bit going on tonight.
there's this backup squad for the Hawthorne call. They're coming right now. Please share this before it gets too late with any of your friends. I know we've gotten a lot of feedback from that last post for those of you that sent in comments about what you'd like to see or change. And really appreciate your ideas about Friday and Saturday nights. That was the dominant thing that people like to see. Saturdays too, because they hear about the calls on Saturday. One of the reasons I started on Friday was make sure people could get to church on Sunday. If you stay out till 4 in the morning on Saturday, it's pretty tough to get to church. myself included. So, but now, of course, with COVID, a lot of people haven't been going to church, but now churches are opening up. By the way, football started again. You saw that decision on Monday. Our son, 15-year-old son, plays football, so we're back at it. My wife said to me today, I guess if we can play football, go to school, and hang out in locker rooms, we can certainly go to church. Right?
You think so?
So although there's a limit on how many people can attend, of course, but so I don't know that we're going to move to Saturdays, but we might do some earlier Saturdays. We'll be tempted to stay later, of course.
And very likely we'll end up doing so.
Tempted to stay later, but we're gonna put some red lights and siren on here just to get down to help this poor
There we go.
person at the Sunray Lanes that's dealing with a disorderly party. Since it hasn't been dispatched, we kind of thought it would be dispatched by now. At that point, the second car in Hawthorne probably could have rerouted. But it's obviously some of you like those afternoon ones in the daylight. I mean, those are a little different, but it's fun to see stuff, be able to see what's going on. So we're southbound on White Bear Avenue, past Conway, into the Harding district, the heart of Harding, home of Dino Guerin, Susan Gertner. Who else is from this Harding district here?
Boy, so it seems like half the police department.
Yeah.
Those day shifts can be surprisingly busy too, as the one was when we were out.
381, copy, you took the DOC at Sunray Lanes, 2245 Old Hudson, for an angry male at the front counter yelling at staff refusing to leave at 2143.
2205 Old Hudson. We are on Old Hudson, but we're in like the 2000 block.
Bravo 646 sending out to you.
Bravo 646, Hogan United 2144.
And the lanes are right at the border with, is that Maplewood here or Oakdale?
It'll be Maplewood. Guess we could probably slide around this car. How's it look right there?
I would think
Pat?
so. Go easy. Clear.
By the way, I mentioned to Pat last week that the tires had a little mushy feeling to them and that they were losing air. I don't know if you knew that. But I took them in. There was a nail in each of the rear tires.
Oh, really?
Yeah. A nail in each of the rear tires. And we're down here at the end, right?
Yeah, we're
right
at the
there.
end.
And slow leaks in both of them. I'd asked them, I said, were they different nails? Wondering if somebody put the nails in there. They said, yeah, they were different nails. It looks like
371, have a good night, 2145.
we drove through a construction zone. Really, you gotta go up here to get in, huh?
Yep.
It's interesting. That's probably the guy speeding away. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, you can do that.
We are going to be at this call. Looks like a lot of people hanging here. You can visit with them while we go on in there. Oh, there's a little argument going on right there.
We'll be back.
Where's my, is that yours?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, you can have it.
Yeah, I know you. I got one. What's going on? Is there an argument in here or what? Huh? Where, did he leave or what? Is he gone or what?
I think he's leaving now.
Oh,
Yep. Looks like they've got him well in hand.
Basically, there was an argument with somebody inside and the employees. But then the person that was arguing with them, they actually just their argument was they were saying that like another customer saw a guy going to the woman's bathroom. Yeah, and then like so the employees was like saying to him that officer can't go into the woman's bathroom.
8841 traffic.
Kind of arguing back and forth and like yeah, like how we
8841.
2400, we're at the bowling alley and the party is leaving, so you can cancel the spot. We'll just talk to the owner a little bit. Market assisted.
So that's who they were helping out.
Yeah.
So it's all good.
2400 copy, 381, you can be clear. Mail is leaving the area.
Thank you very much.
I know it's a hard job.
It can be.
Thanks, Sheriff. We'll take your work.
Copy, see caller at 1089 Northampton, unit 9. She's concerned about her sister's juveniles left home alone at 2147.
So, let one of his associates know. Yeah. So, we let her know. He came up big, yelling, drama. We need drama. He could have been like, oh, my bad.
Right.
Right?
You don't realize that's because he's plastered.
Exactly. So I tried to calm him down. He was getting in my face. I said, sir, you're going to calm down. You are making this a bigger scene than I asked you.
8196, 8195.
Blowing up, yelling. All it was to tell him that you just need to calm down. It was an honest mistake. And you could have been bowling.
376, copy, something away from plane 862, 3rd Street East, 2148.
The only thing I'll ask you to think about next time is how did he get that drunk?
He came in here before that.
That's what I wanted to hear. That's what I wanted to hear. So you guys, it wasn't because you guys were sitting around.
Nope.
All right.
Before he walked in drunk as hell. He walked in stumbling. So
You got a shirt on that says Sunray Girls? Gals? That's a nice shirt. Is that what is it? What kind of team is that? Viking team. Is she one of the owners or she just got shirts? Nice jersey. Oh, there's a league. Is that a bowling team? Sunray Gals. With
The
Viking
Sunray Gals bowling team. Love
Very
it.
good.
I love
Oh,
it.
you did everything right.
well, I mean,
Did everything
it
right.
was an honest mistake that he put out.
Are you the quiz announcer? Is that your job, or
I mean,
just
I could be.
you're the
it
manager?
depends, 'cause- No. My manager's in there. He's a skinny guy. He has long hair. He looks like the rat from Ratatouille.
The rat from Ratatouille.
21.
We will not tell the
Is
manager
he
you
smart
said that.
or not?
I mean, he called me up, so I guess he is
All
that.
right.
But we told him it was an honest mistake. He could have just said, "Yeah, my fault, my bad, it won't happen again." He could have continued his day, but he didn't. So, shit happens, right?
There you go.
You guys need to talk to our manager at all?
No, we're good.
Nope.
We'll circle a lot to make sure he left.
All right. Have a good one, guys. Thank you. You too.
5182.
5182.
You can clear fire in Alina. It's not already in medical. Change it to that.
That guy was intoxicated. Did you see him?
Yeah, oh yeah. Good he had two people holding him up.
Yeah. Apparently he was so intoxicated that he walked into the wrong restroom.
9196, right?
And then,
2150.
when confronted about it, well, you heard the story from got a little overly dramatic. No assault took place, but
2150.
how's everything? Good. Well, we haven't been out to the Sunray lanes in any of our,
No, this is a first for
yeah.
our rides.
Yeah. Right here at McKnight in 94, the northwest quadrant there.
It's a very friendly crowd.
Yeah.
One of the customers told me the exact same sequence of events while you were inside.
Oh, good. You got it all. wonder if did that call on London Lane ever get dispatched? How's it going?
59.
Nice night, huh?
5936.
We're just making sure that guy left. He was a little disorderly. Thank you. On my calendar, it says that it's National Daughters Day. And I have to apologize for not knowing that in my brain, but I can tell you this. Every day I think about my daughter, because Kelsey Fletcher, now Kelsey Adams, was and is the best daughter a dad could ever have. And just a wonderful blessing in my life, and chance to raise such an unbelievable woman from birth until college, and then watch her go on and get married and have 3 children of her own. When I think about all the blessings I've had, she's definitely one of them. And now the 3 grandchildren, that she's an unbelievable mom, and played hockey at North Dakota while she worked in her biology degree, then went on after that to get a nursing degree, and then became a nurse practitioner. Now works as a nurse practitioner up in...
Available 307 to copy. 2 systematics on a DOA, 624 Coke Avenue East.
DOA, that means dead on arrival. There's a dead on arrival. Someone's dead, and they're sending people. You never know if it was a murder, suicide, or whatever it might be, or a natural death. But any Kelsey, if you're listening, I love you, buddy. And all those great years of softball, hockey, tennis, just some great memories. But thanks for being a great person, you know, in as much as being a great daughter. So I know you feel the same way about all your kids. And your daughter is a police officer now.
I've got 2 daughters. My oldest, Cassara, is a patient advocate for cancer patients at Hennepin County Medical Center. And just an amazing woman. I am so very proud of. And my daughter, Kirsten, is a White Bear Lake police officer. In fact, I think she's working tonight, so she's probably not listening. But if anyone up there is, I'm just so proud that she followed in her mother's and my footsteps, and amazing young woman. They've both given me grandsons. I'm a very fortunate man.
I'll be out with one on a bike and out of park.
So there we are, National Daughters Day. If you got a daughter, send them a text. Tell them how great they are. That's no question that life can sometimes be far more difficult for a woman than a man. And you know, it's
21.
This country has made some significant steps over time, but there's still work to be done. I guess the death of Ruth Bader Ginsburg sort of highlights all that work to make sure young girls and women have equal opportunity. And my daughter benefited from some of those things, but she also
376.
had some struggles to overcome. So really proud of her.
Copy.
All right, we are going down to Shepherd Road, Raspberry Island. There's tons of racers down at Raspberry Island. And racers, if you're hearing us or watching, we are coming for you. And they're spilling out onto Shepherd Road down there where they love to race along Shepherd Road. It says Shepherd Road is as close to Forza 4 racing, I guess, as you can get, huh?
Yeah.
You ever play that game?
Nope, never did.
I got a 15-year-old, so apparently there's a new Forza out. It's a racing game. I guess I'd rather have him play that than Grand Theft Auto. That's my theory.
Yeah, count your blessings.
376.
Let's go
Yeah,
see.
I left video games behind after Ms.
Just
Pac-Man.
advising the plate given
By the way,
600 Hotel
speaking of video
is not
games.
coming back on file.
Because my daughter Kelsey was born in 86,
2156.
about the time she, in the early 90s, was when video games were taking off. So, the first video game that we used to play was called Zelda, the original Zelda. Ever heard of it?
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
The original Zelda on an old Microsoft DOS machine. And now there's like a, 25-year version of it. But the Zelda was great for making kids think about how to solve a puzzle. You know, what do you got to do? What pieces? What clues? So I think the Zelda contributed my daughter's smartness, is what I'm saying.
Well, that's cool.
Not to say that I'm encouraging video games, but the ones that you have to think and solve puzzles actually have some benefit to them. And Kelsey, if you agree with that and you are listening, please write a comment so these listeners know that that was a good thing. So we're westbound on 94 coming into downtown St. Paul. Actually, I was westbound right here one time, Matt, and there was a stolen car coming the other way on 94, right there, and it lost control and flew right in front of me about 20 feet,
Good God.
and then up the hill, and they ran. I didn't even know they were being chased.
2715 Spruce Place.
Another 20 feet, and it would have, well, we wouldn't have live on patrol. Right here, because they were going, that's the one spot they can sneak over.
You know, when we were on the way to Sunray and you were telling me to check for cross traffic,
Yeah,
you know how I always say clear if
Yeah.
it's clear. Gotta tell you a funny story.
yeah.
My wife Trisha's cousin Jen sent me a message this week, and her 80-some-year-old mother has started watching us on live, along with Jen. And the other day, they were on the way, I believe it was to get coffee,
Looks like you have a new caller.
and they came to an intersection,
That's a riot.
and Mom looked both ways and said, "Clear, Jen!"
That's good. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody needs a partner.
I love
That's
it.
good. That's good. That is, maybe that's the second thing that you can start, Pat. Besides love the police, LTP, right?
That's right.
I think people remember that. Start using that LTP. Love the police. That was Pat's. Well, I mean, granted, there was a different first letter being used by people that you urged to say love the police, but now we're into a love the police. It's
That's
like,
right.
So we're downtown St. Paul. We're on Robert Street. For those of you familiar with St. Paul, we're on our way over to the Street Racers. I don't know
Clear.
if that's actually been dispatched yet. Hang on a second. Oh,
Squads available to break for a possible bird call 1891 7th Street East Unit 303. Male caller stating someone is trying to break into his apartment, disconnected when TC attempted to get a description.
well, let me see if they get that right away.
315 traffic between
I think they'll beat us there. We'll continue on to the Racers. Does that work for you?
Yeah, I didn't even catch that.
There's a possible burglary in progress out at the 1800 block of. Hey, there he is, buddy.
Hey!
What'd he say?
I couldn't catch the last thing.
We'll come back.
Well, that was my
Your buddy.
secret fan at the Kellogg Square Apartments, who every time we drive by, he appears to be watching the live patrol and gives a shout out.
I don't know for sure if they're still down here in Raspberry Island.
It is
There's a
clear.
look this way, but the reports of Raspberry and Shepherd Road. I remember when we were working on the west sector, you'll remember this. There was a bad accident of a guy that was racing down Como. It was a black Trans Am. I never remember which way we get there. What do you think?
I think
I know we
can
go
get here.
I know we can get there this way, right? We're good.
Yeah.
And we don't normally work the river over here, so we apologize. Last time we had to come in. I think we can come in from the other side too. But anyhow, black Trans Am that was westbound on Como that left the roadway, was racing and impaled a woman against a tree on Como.
Oh, God.
Initially cut her legs off and then she died. And it was a foreign national from a country in the Middle East. I won't name the country. I don't want to disparage one country versus another, but he fled the country, went back home. You know, there's one of those cases that still bothers me today. We tried to find him over there,
Right.
but it was not a country that would extradite. But my biggest fear was that he'll end up coming back later at some point. So that was a terrible accident.
That's
If any of our viewers remember that accident in Como or somehow related, I'm definitely, this isn't the right way to go, but is this
yeah,
what we
we're
got
gonna
to last time?
when we leave.
We're gonna figure out how to get there the right way, right?
Yeah, when we leave, we'll remember the way we did it.
I think we come in on the other side. Anyhow, we're on the Riverwalk here. There you go. There's a beautiful view of St. Paul's downtown, the First National Bank out in the distance there. This is the home of we're on Harriet Island, home of the 1982 Ice Palace of the St. Paul Winter. Did I say 82? 1992 Ice Palace, St. Paul Winter Carnival, the year that the Super Bowl was first held in Minneapolis. In 1992, we called it the Super Palace. It was a record high ice palace, taller than any ever constructed ever in time here in the United States. Constructed by Tom Keller, who was the chief contractor. And I spent a lot of nights down here helping with security. Curb okay there or too big?
I think you can do it if you go slow.
We'll go up here. Oh, here we'll check out. You guys see any racers? Maybe? Where were they, huh? Are they up ahead?
I don't know.
Come on.
Where could they
Come on,
be?
tell us the story. Who was winning tonight? Huh?
I mean, I don't know. They're sure getting in their cars
Oh,
now.
they're all leaving now, huh? Oh, well, thanks for your help. See you guys later. See you later. God bless you. God bless you. Whoa, there they are.
Oh, this is quite the lineup.
Time to go home. Yeah, I guess they're still here. I guess it's fair to say that
Well,
it's fair to say the racers are still here. Watch this. Hemi!
got a Hemi. Got a Hemi.
I don't want to encourage bad behavior. Time to go home though, huh? Hey, it's too dangerous out here for you guys.
That's a sweet looking car, man.
It's
Yeah.
too dangerous.
That's a 300, right?
I like it. I like it.
Nice. Got the Hemi?
No we drive.
This does.
Yeah?
This has the
stay here.
Hemi.
I'm gonna go back and get my Ferrari. All right?
No, that's
I'm
beautiful.
gonna go
though.
back and
I
get
love
my
that
Ferrari.
Yeah?
Hey, listen. I'll see you in a little bit over in the Midway. Nice cars, though. Yeah, really. We just want you to be safe. Hey, hanging out is okay, you know.
Oh, we're
we're just hanging out.
Oh, hanging out, yeah.
But people see the lights and they just
we
automatically
heard you
bail.
guys were doing loops down at Raspberry Island.
Yeah.
We heard you were doing loops down at Raspberry Island.
Oh, that wasn't us.
Huh?
No.
That wasn't us?
No, it was probably a different group.
Was it? Who was that?
Oh, we're a different
The
group.
damn Minneapolis.
So what made this all take off? Fast and Furious?
We're a different group.
I know.
We're Bible study.
Oh, that's good. I like it. What do we
You know,
study?
I want to know spot, Mississippi Drive, Minneapolis. You ain't hear that from me. Mississippi Drive, Minneapolis.
Say it with your chest.
You know,
There we
you know
go.
what my favorite line is? I mean, some guys
It's
are
nice
really
out,
good
huh?
at this, okay?
Yeah.
But my favorite line about
Can't beat
most is Vin
You know, the
Diesel
good thing I like
wannabes
about you guys
with
is
learner's
all the
permit
racing
skill
that I've
sets.
interrupted, I've never seen people drinking. You know what I mean? There's no drinking that I normally see. And you know, a lot of people like to watch, look at the cars, but I like the fact that generally there's no alcohol being. Now, I'm not saying I haven't smelled a doobie once in a while, but I'm just saying that I don't. Generally speaking, people aren't drinking. So
Gotcha.
that's. Did we see you once before? Huh? Where are you? What part of town are you from?
Michigan.
Michigan. Well, that's we got a Michigan Street here in St. Paul. All right. Well, you know, I know it's kind of early, so what are you guys gonna do now?
I don't know.
Well,
Find another spot
Probably
to
get
chill.
everybody to come back, or we're going somewhere else, I guess.
Listen, you can hang here, you know, until we get some complaints from people, but you can't be squealing tires.
Yeah.
That-
You can show up.
Certainly not
Hey,
you.
Anybody?
Not till
Anybody?
you get your Emmy.
Hey, my 15-year-old got a new beta of the new Forza. Anybody play the new Forza?
Yeah.
It's pretty
Forza
good.
Horizon?
Yeah.
You're not a fan?
Is it good?
I haven't played it in a while. But I used to have Forza Horizon.
Apparently, the
3.
new one's pretty good. I don't know.
It is. The graphics are pretty good.
That's what I heard.
You're at a 240.
Yeah, we got a call.
We got a call. We got a call. But
How do you get a call?
they call this radio right here.
Some guy over on Mississippi Drive in Minneapolis,
They call this radio right here.
Follow you.
he said, go check Raspberry Island.
Hey, anybody here got Facebook?
Yeah.
Pull your phone out.
I be seeing you live all the time. You be running through the east side.
That's us right
Yeah,
now.
hop on
Right
Facebook.
now. I want to get you.
You
Right
guys are
now.
live right now on Facebook.
Not cool.
Go in front of the screen there. Get your,
Oh, yeah, they are.
get there. There you go.
I'll do a shout out.
Oh, you got 1.5K.
Yeah,
Crazy.
1,500 viewers watching you. There you go. Hey, my name's. Hey,
They're
you can
really
look,
on live.
just
Look
look
at
it up.
this right here.
It's under Bob Fletcher. Just look up Bob
Yeah,
Fletcher.
look up Bob Fletcher on Facebook.
Now your mom probably isn't watching. Luckily.
Mom knows I'm here.
Oh, you guys were at Harding earlier?
Yeah.
Oh, I live like down the street from there.
Yeah.
Okay.
How'd you know we were there? Did you tell? Oh, some.
Information call district caller 529.
Oh, hey, go back in the front. Go back in the front. I want to see this.
Address. Vehicle went eastbound on Charles.
There you
Oh,
go.
it's super late.
Oh, it's lag.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's about to come up.
About 15-second delay, huh?
15-second delay.
Yeah.
How's y'all know so far?
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah, it's been nice. Beautiful weather.
Yeah,
Where
it's
are
been
most
so
of you guys
nice.
from?
No, I feel like 2 weeks ago it was like all
Right,
cold
well,
and
you
today
guys
it's
don't
Huh?
see this, but they're
Warming
claiming
up.
it happens
East
just
side?
south of them.
It's great. I love it though. And it's so pretty. with
Copy,
the
sending
leaves
half to
coming
the
down.
south.
Especially, what is it? I think me and my family, we go to Raspberry Island.
178. When we heard the shots, I'm pretty sure it came from actually on Sherburne, and we're going to be out looking for casings.
We gotta go. There's a lot of shots fired. Behave yourselves. We'll be back in a little bit. All right. So
All right.
no
And
screwing
if you
with
keep
tires.
watching Facebook, you'll know when we're on the way back.
Yeah, there you go.
270, copy, 1035 Auto Street for a hit and run report at 2210.
That was a sociable group.
Yeah, nice kids.
That was-
Like
that
I
was
said,
fun.
We got a casing here, Dale and Sherburne.
oh, there we go. Shots
Copy,
fired.
casing sound, Dale Sherburne.
It's nice that they're never really intoxicated. I always appreciate that part.
Right.
282.
So let's just go out here. That's the Wabasha Bridge. Let's just. Wait a minute. Let's.
Got one caller, 653 Giltier Street, calling about 8 shots heard
We'll come in this way next time, Pat.
to the
Right.
west of that location. Nothing else I've seen or heard.
Thinking this is, let's see here.
Copy, yeah, we're in the area.
Can we get out there?
To west.
Nope, that takes us into the apartments.
Copy, is there Central Boston? Copy.
So we got shots fired over in the west sector. We're going to head over there. Squad found one casing that's over there already.
Dead. 208, copy.
208, copy.
We didn't actually view any racing. We didn't have anybody we could really write a ticket to. We just did some nice social work.
Okay, so we're on Fillmore. So
now we got a domestic right by us here on Wood Street. Should we slide over there?
Sure.
Pending. Got domestic on 46 Wood. We're not going to clear that call because obviously that racing is probably going to continue.
269.
Oh, wait a minute. We got another shots fired call.
83. For a PC on edge.
What do you think? Shots fired?
269 with
I
a
think so.
46 Wood Street on a domestic. Caller advising that her father and mother are fighting.
Squads are on the way.
Correction, the father's fighting with the mother and the sisters. Saying that he is intoxicated, line has disconnected. We're attempting call back.
So the squad is dispatched to that domestic anyhow. So we will just go. Apparently there's several shots fired called up in the west. We know they're not just fireworks.
They're going to be able to break and assist.
Well, maybe no.
Those are all in the same general area, all those shots fired.
Copy. 2213. 273, cancel 270. I'll go 269 and make me primary police.
So we're northbound on Wabasha. Crossing the Mississippi River. For those of you from out of state, of course, the Mississippi River starts in Minnesota, up in Itasca. There's a small little creek.
How are we your alarm?
Journey south. There's a lot of barge traffic here and through Minneapolis and St. Paul. The river splits the two cities and then heads south. Our good friend Eric Mishi is actually in a small pontoon boat traveling the entire distance down as a part of his fundraiser for Spare Key. If you get a chance to look him up, Hope on the River is the name of his effort, trying to save his nonprofit that helps people with emergency housing. Eric, if you're listening to us on your travels down there, it's a long ride, a dangerous ride, and you can follow him every day at the Spare Key website or Hope on the River website.
You've probably heard on a few of these calls. What's that?
Stating that the party is left in an unknown vehicle. Also advised that the party also has.
Probably heard on a few of these calls the squad saying that they would break and assist on a call. That means they are they're out on one call already, but it's not of an urgent nature, or perhaps they're writing a report from a previous call, but they're going to go ahead and break from that and go to a call to assist.
2015.
287, cancel 269.
I think he got the hint.
He sounds really like he's got a big engine, but it's mostly because he's got no muffler.
Right. You got one of those coffee can mufflers on there.
All right. Well, we've been on the east side. We've been on the west side. Now we're heading up to University Avenue. For years, it was called the Avenue. We're up on the Avenue. Of course, when we started, there was no light rail there.
No, there wasn't. And there was, when I first came on, I think there was a traffic light at almost every intersection.
836.
Between...
Every two.
836.
It was every two intersections?
Every two. Yep.
And then they cut it back.
Every two.
836, go ahead.
Disregard,
But then now with the light rail, they have added some, but...
I believe channel 2 was, but you can disregard.
Yeah, Grotto, Victoria, Chatsworth, every 2 blocks there was a light semaphore. And of course, we'll all miss Sears. It was an institution here. Sears in competition with Montgomery Ward's down on Uni and Hamlin. Count the times my dad took me to Montgomery Ward's or Sears.
And Woolworths for a soda afterwards, a pop?
Well, we did go to Woolworths. There was a place, was it like, what was the dime store called?
Squad 370.
5 and 10, or just the dime store? Yeah,
Checking your still code 4 and your current.
Yeah, we went to Woolworths, but...
For LEC.
And reps to LEC 2217.
But there was another dime store. I forget what the name it was. Can we go to the dime store, Dad? Not much out here for a dime anymore. Yeah, this last week we had a major sentencing in the Sean Jones murder. And our deputies, they have to keep a lid on things during these trials. It's one of the main responsibilities of the Sheriff's Department is to keep a safe and secure courtroom, both for the judge and everyone there and present. So they were able to do that. Would have been more difficult without COVID. But we were able to separate people into different rooms because of COVID. But on the way out of the building, of course, there's conflict.
Okay.
In the lobby and afterward, and so immediately after everyone had departed, there was 2 cars chasing each other outside around the courthouse, shooting at each other. So recovered several casings up on 6th and Wabasha, which is just 2 blocks north of the courthouse.
Right.
So one of the cars was identified, and the officers found the car and the person, but not able to link anybody to the actual firing of the shots. But we know it all stemmed from the conflict. And the suspect in that homicide ended up getting 540 months or something. I don't know what is that? How do 40 years in the homicide? So obviously, the second party in that homicide is yet to be tried.
And that kicked off a night of 15 to 20 confirmed shots fired calls.
Exactly.
Very possibly retaliatory in nature between the opposing factions.
And maybe we'll go live on a future sentencing, just to give people the feel of how rough that can be.
It's not a bad idea.
Westbound on University at McCubbin. This one's on 1. Which one you on? 2 or 3? Or
3.
I'll be on 2 then.
Okay.
I need 13 with a bunch of kids on the football field.
And our good friend Sarah from the scanner page has a birthday coming up Sunday.
Copy, a bunch of kids on the football field at 2220.
What's happening?
Good, how about you?
Are you streaming?
We are
We're
live,
streaming.
yep. Thanks for asking. You look handsome.
Fine beard, sir.
That was a St. Paul police officer just coming by to say hi, ask us if we're streaming. I'm surprised. I got to be honest, Pat. I thought
288,
I was worried that officers really
288.
wouldn't be too keen on this, but the truth is, majority of
Pleasant and
appreciate it.
Baird Avenue.
Yeah.
So how many shots fired were there up here? Couple?
There were 6 parties at the intersection fighting. One of the parties had a bat.
You got a partner in there?
Nothing further.
Well, tell your partner to say hi. How's it going? So there's a mixture, you know, people, but for the most part, the cops have been really supportive. Part of that's because you're here. I mean, you know, I did work there for 18 years, the first shot, and then 3 more before. But the truth of the matter is, I was gone for a long time.
Right.
You were there after I left when I went to the sheriff's office.
You're arguing, arguing, and then a metal object hitting something, and then a black SUV driveway, no direction of travel. I think 2222.
$29.15.
2915.
Put me on the board, please. Pulse 17372. Working after the Jimmy's. 28701.
287.
Speaking of the cops here quick, sounds like our suspect in this was standing outside and we pulled up and he went into the neighboring building, the 995 building, with 2 other males. The suspect was wearing a blue sweatshirt and jeans. That's all I know for sure right now, but I guess he went into the neighbor building, the 995 building.
Deputy suspect wearing blue sweatshirt and jeans went into the 995 building. Must be 2 other males. 2223. 310, copy your route to the alarm and after
287, just for clarification, we saw those males standing outside when we pulled up here, and then we did see him go into the building too.
Wonder if that's St. Albans.
Deputy did see the 2 other males standing outside and also into the building. 2223.
Did we get that, or you just heard it?
That information we did not get. I'll call back.
Just makes sense with the
Thank you much.
my recollection of the neighborhood.
370, copy en route to the dangerous conditions, 4th and commercial for a vehicle on the west side of the tracks, slightly north, occupied by 1 champagne-colored vehicle. Trina's still able to get through. Is requesting a check at
I do that for all
2224.
my friends.
Copy, is it code 4 for them?
981. All right.
Copy.
It's right off of St. Albans in front.
Two seven three.
273.
Made contact with a female saying that she's in Unit A Alpha and that the male half has left.
Copy.
2225.
Bravo 572 EOT.
Bravo 572, have a good night at 2225.
We're northbound on Lexington over the railroad.
198, the cat's come forward.
Clear 2227.
Sounds like one of the cars there. Talking about something.
2975, I'll be code 4 on the fields.
2975, copy. Code 4 traffic on the fields 2226. 8196 traffic, 11 Silver
Eastbound on front from Lexington.
X-ray Edward unit.
There's the halftime wreck on our left.
Yep.
What was it, the Como wreck originally?
8196 copy.
We're clear for PT.
Yep.
2227.
120.
120.
The team will sign in at 1882.
Affirmative, 158, working with strike 4.
Get 15864. I'll take the dangerous condition. You can clear it up, Julie.
156. Check clear for 156 with strike 4.
These places are on a cul-de-sac, actually.
Thank you. 2227.
Yeah, I've been here a few times.
Yeah, these have
182.
been off and on
22.
some busy apartments.
10-8, I'll go to 287's call.
Okay, thank you. 2220. Bravo 549.
I got a squad respond. 178.
So these guys are attempting to gain
178.
entry.
Can we have fire respond to 541 Vale to unlock this door with the fire key?
Copy, verifying 521 Dale.
501 Hill Street North.
Copy, starting at 2228.
We going in?
120.
120.
156 is not in. 1882, can you check to see if anyone else is?
You call us up.
I think we're gonna go and see.
Hopefully, taking the red Honda Civic plate on helmet this part.
We'll be back.
That's on 73.
Negative, not checking out now.
Thank you.
2229.
Six 602,
602 Octopia 2230. 288, copy the update. Transporting 2 juvenile females from my location to 2085 Doty Drive. Starting miles 1158. Copy 2230.
Head route.
Thank you, and be advised there's a Bravo squad with the comp at this time at 2230.
2164, fire can cancel, I'm sorry.
$21.64 copy.
31.
$23.61, you can cancel.
2361, copy. Six
660.
Can I get a West Supervisor to 4, please?
102 to 4.
$91.74.
91.74.
I'll be en route to 5117 Cottage Lane with an adult male.
5117 Cottage Lane copy.
$29.75, one in custody for DUI.
29.75 copy, one in custody. 22.33.
One in yellow, 650.
2233.
2161.
21.61.
You can clear my report and I'll take the theft from auto.
61 copy, thank you. $91.70. Copy the update.
Can you hear it?
91.70 copy. The male inside the speedway just went out the door. White male, 6 foot, wearing a royal blue shirt, grayish black shorts. Possibly got in a vehicle. No description, no direction.
Okay.
$91.70, possible suspect vehicle is the silver, either 2 or 4 door.
I got it.
2234.
9171, I'm clear and I'm at route from County Road F.
9171 copy.
$288. 280. 269. Copy at 2235. En route to 3519 Cohansey Street in Shoreview with an adult female, Curtis.
24, I'll be checking the building here.
Copy, check the building at 2236.
5164.
Change to medical. Clear assist.
Copy. 2236.
And 860 months.
Under 2237. Under 2238. Information squad, the cops alert. Information squad, check your laptops for weapons involved. Cops alert out of Edina. 2238.
1411 for further testing, starting mileage 19.
Copy 2238.
836.
836.
Investigate North Parking Lot of Jackson Middle School. Bravo, Zulu, Kilo. Sorry, 028.
2239.
Stick around until you decide what strategy you want to go with. If you decide to go in, we'll be here with you. All right, well, what we got is a previous robbery that occurred at the building just next to us, with the suspect being seen tonight and possibly being in here. So at this point, it isn't clear what the next step's going to be, and we're not going to talk about any tactics that might be going on.
113, copy out the suspicious on first or 2239.
So we've got 3 St. Paul officers here, and we'll assist them if necessary.
Could you call Council 26?
But
Thank you, 2240.
what do we got here? Stolen from Holiday, unknown plate.
Red Civic.
180.
Was that what it was? Red Honda
180.
Civic?
Mm-hmm.
Route to HQ with evidence.
2240.
Problem is, we're not sure where the suspect is. That's the problem. He went into that building, but there's a lot of guesswork that goes on at this point.
Ninety-eight 13.
9813.
Yeah, building clear.
Copy, building clear, 2241.
So interesting part of the law is to enter a residence is more difficult than just pursuing someone in public spaces. So quite often, commercial space, any semi-public
Check
space.
the area of Stinson and McCubbin. Caller advising of a yellow sports car appears to be occupied, unknown by how many. Saying the vehicle is moving up and down, believes that the parties inside are having sexual intercourse.
Oh.
Requesting the vehicle be checked on.
Problem is, generally, to make an arrest of a residence, you need either a warrant or hot pursuit. Hot pursuit is defined a little differently in each state.
Yep, it is.
So now, if they're not in their own residence, that's a different thing. That's the persons that live there have some constitutional rights to require a warrant, but the people that don't live there don't share those same rights. So
2975, then arrive, any mileage 22.
But the probable cause law, the detention law, the warrant law, it's complicated, different in every district.
Were you able to?
But generally speaking, to go into a person's home of abode, you do need a warrant. Unless there's a warrant that exists for them and you know that they're in there.
Negative at this time, alarm company.
You know, if you know that, if you've seen them in there or you're aware that they're inside and you have a warrant for their arrest, that warrant qualifies for entry. But usually what happens is the initial arrests on incidents like this are made on probable cause. But then at some point officers will go and get a warrant for the person that gives us additional rights to get into their residence. This is different than a search warrant, because typically search warrants for some type of evidence of a crime are have an affidavit attached in terms of why the officers believe that there is evidence there, and those are signed by a judge as well. But those are to search for evidence as compared to going in and arresting and taking custody of a person.
Those laws are constantly changing according to, cases that get appealed. Like when we first came on the job, if somebody was wanted for a probable cause pickup, you could enter their home to go get them.
Yeah. And then there was a ruling that you couldn't go beyond the threshold, right? The threshold. Then the argument was, could you grab them and pull them out, or did you have to talk them into coming out? So, but nowadays we mostly just go and get a warrant signed by a judge, and then we have the right to, if we know the person's in there, to enter. Different than the Breonna Taylor, though. I think that was predominantly looking for evidence, correct?
Correct.
And so we all get extensive classes in constitutional law. The law changes on a regular basis. I mean, when
102, 112 is a scratch. She'll be on the desk. 120 is out on her.
Ask him if they're good with us leaving.
You guys all good?
Copy, thank you. 2045.
Yep. All right.
Have
a good one, guys.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah.
126.
Send me your dispute.
We are going to go over to McCubbin and Stinson. Apparently there's this suspicious car there that's bouncing up and down. Did you hear that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
No, it's A lot of different scenarios come to mind.
We're not far, right?
Right.
I mean, we're very close. We have a duty. What do you think?
We have a duty to see why this is bouncing up and down.
Suspicious car. How's it going, gentlemen?
Go to assist 1953 grand for a group of people at a bonfire being loud, playing loud music.
1953 grand. Stinson and McCubbin. You tell us if you can see this car bouncing up and down.
For 18 or 19-year-old male was passed out, possibly.
Am I going right here, double?
I think Stinson is right.
Lawson's that way. I think Stinson is right.
Yeah. Stinson is going to be this way.
All right.
Here it is.
Is that it, you think?
I don't know.
Any 13 activated.
Let's see.
310 copy, took the DOC 1933rd Street East for a driver having
No
an
bouncing
altercation
there.
with a female. Looks like it was a black sedan, last thing headed westbound towards White Bear, 2247.
Yellow sports car.
Oh, okay.
Yellow sports car. Oh, that could be it right there. Got its
be.
lights on. Forgot to turn the lights off. Whoop.
Charlie Hotel Hotel 037.
We are going to... Hi there, folks. Why don't you stay here while we pull around and get behind you, and then you can get your driver's license out, okay? Sound good?
485 North Street, 911 hang up within 6 meters. Female stated something about she could have been shot already. Also stated a male was walking around with a gun near a corner house, was not giving a description or any further information. Copy.
So on the
Thank you,
east side.
2248.
Huh?
That was on the east side.
Well, we'll just have a little conversation. Find out where they live.
2363, 2363.
And why their car was bouncing.
Copy. See a target 975 County Road. He came in as a text to 911. A white SUV is stalking a homeless man in the parking lot by following him around in their vehicle.
Squad.
2249.
2161. You can make your base 2361. That might be.
Copy. 2361 straight there. $22.49. $21.61.
I'll be out with Whiskey X-ray 3961. What do you think?
126.
You call it.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Yeah. It was on channel 1, right? That call?
Yes.
Close to,
I
yeah.
think so, yeah.
2400, you can mark the McCubbin Stinson call advised.
Copy, thank you. 351.
All right, well, they were just two friends that got off work, and they,
1 a.m. from myself. Can I get another car routine, please? We're on Rice, just south of Pennsylvania.
we'll go over and help him.
Yeah.
They were just, I guess he described it as chilling. Whether or not, well, the car was bouncing up and down, they were pretty sure it wasn't. But
Anyone 32 work required?
nothing criminal, no criminal intent, just they live in a house. Well, none of it really matters, but they're just getting off work, just relaxing before they go their separate ways. So 190 is out on traffic over on Rice Street somewhere.
Just south of Pennsylvania.
Is that what he said?
Yes.
363, I'll shoot there.
So we're gonna run down and back him up.
121, squad 0.
Remember, Western is the dividing line between the West Sector and the Central Sector.
Can't see yet. Clear.
You sure?
Yep,
Okay.
clear.
I hate this intersection there. It's a terrible one.
8195.
Is he just south of Bryson, Pennsylvania, or
Yeah, just south.
Okay.
Traffic 2253.
That should be
You
right.
know where that is?
Yeah, right behind Sweet Hollow Cafe.
So, okay, good. Well, you can help me get there then. Let's go down here and handle this first. Yeah, I don't know. Those little short streets over there on the east side. You see them?
No.
Oh, there he is.
Must have said north. I thought he said south. Clear.
1381. Checking your still close for your current. 2254.
It's a terrible place. People coming over that bridge.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna sneak up here so we don't get hit. Can you get enough to get out?
Yep. I'm good.
Give me that flashlight over there in that door, will you? Yep. Mine just went out. Thank you.
One 61.
Minor learning to park. Your advice.
2255. So. Per history of the address, looks like there's a female party on site that does have an OSC against the male party by the name of Boomer. Stephen Flowers. 2019, we had a similar incident in apartment number 5.
what we're seeing here is the officer believes the driver to be under the influence and is administering a field sobriety test.
Which one?
That's one.
Just got the maybe calls, some fireworks going off to the southwest of this location.
Copy. 88 Southwest and County Road D. Can hear vehicles racing. Doesn't know the exact area. 2257.
What 15 advised, 1 2432.
2432.
Myself at 2431 are you at
Have a good night at 2258.
One ninety eight, go for it.
198, copy. Go for it. 2258.
Boulevard, Indiana 579. David Frank Tom.
Control, copy, yes, sir.
Copy. Grab a phone, please. Are you wearing a door on the tab, relevant, blocking, gray shirt, writing on a blue short, gray shirt,
$316.
316.
Just for info, there's some aerial fireworks to the north of Payne and Cook, so if you getting calls in that area, it's just fireworks.
Copy. Aerial fireworks to the north of Payne and Cook, close by CC's at 2259.
Hey, Pat. Pat,
Yeah.
just hand me those in case this goes south.
315.
315.
Right here. No, down here. We'll try one more call back, please.
Copy. And for an update on playback, there was a kid walking around the island off the Payne.
510.
510.
560, you can investigate. 1581 from my leg, the outlet, Minnesota plate, 631. Whiskey, Juliet.
Okay. Kimberly, 10-300. You're welcome. 2300.
$29.40 EFT.
Have a good night. 2300.
the store gonna say, sorry, boss.
Doing great.
539 district area has been color advised of not visibly from an unknown location in the area. Happy 23 one.
I'm going to give a little update on that. So the driver here has been arrested for driving under the influence, and as he was being taken to the squad car, he advised the officers that there is a gun in the car, which he said he does not have a permit for.
Yeah, it says it's his girlfriend's car. Hey, by the way, I think the phone is still on in the car.
Yeah, he called his girlfriend. That's fine.
Just. Yes, it is. Well, you're okay with us hanging it up now, right? As long as you're not there.
We're gonna find it. Where's the gun at? So I don't have to worry about my partner shooting herself.
Where's the gun? What kind of gun?
Yeah, where's the gun at? Fucking gun is not loaded. Oh, go compartment. Okay, good.
The middle compartment. As you see in the ad, in the beginning.
310 copy took the DOC 1264 Cook. It's going to be at the end of the alley behind the college address. Males breaking down trees in the woods unknown if they have a right to be there. 2303. .365 copy took welfare check Edgerton in Nevada on a male, possibly no shirt, shorts, on foot in the bike lane, acting neurotic at 2304.
What's 50 in the area?
Good, that's fine.
The driver volunteered that this that he is not a convicted felon, and that it is his girlfriend's
315.
gun in the car, which would make the potential
2304.
charge on this a possession of a pistol without a permit, as long as the gun is a legal gun. And that would be a gross misdemeanor charge.
Out of the party, Edgerton, Nevada, 2305.
So, I'm sorry, what did you say, sir? I'm a dumbass?
If you enjoy this shit,
Well, no, but why am I...
why fucking somebody up that wants a 9-to-5 job? I'm a fucking supervisor at a fucking job.
Okay,
You just dropped a friend off at a fucking damn bar. You guys just pulled me over for what?
well,
Over some bullshit. And we're gonna run those cameras over when we go back to court.
Yeah, well, here's the thing.
No, there's no thing.
Well,
There's no thing. I don't want to hear it.
I didn't pull you
I
over.
get over when I stayed in the same lane.
I didn't
when
pull.
I pulled over.
I didn't pull you over.
He pulled me over.
I know, but I just.
Talk to your friend about that shit. A pointless
Okay.
ass drive.
Well, let me just. As long as we're.
I don't want to hear what you got to say.
You really? Nothing?
Don't want to hear what you got to say.
Okay.
You got a fucking gun. That's my fucking girlfriend's gun.
It's your girlfriend's gun, but
And
you're.
that's her fucking car.
You can't carry it in the glove compartment.
May's car. So
Like-
now you look stupid.
Well, you can't carry a gun.
License to carry.
Yeah,
Goofy.
she-
I took her car to work, came and dropped my fucking friend off, and now I'm getting pulled up for it.
Well,
Have a fun day.
let me know when you want me to say anything in return.
I don't want nothing from you, sir.
Okay. Well, I'm not asking you any questions.
Contribute to this fuck shit.
I'm contributing to it.
Contribute to it. The name, the gun is in her fucking name.
Well, I believe you on that, but I'm just saying. Either way, they didn't arrest you for the gun originally. They arrested you for.
You arrested me because y'all felt like y'all needed to do it.
I think the key for you were your glassy eyes. That started the whole sequence because your eyes look very glassy. Glassy. I saw.
How? When the windows is tint and you couldn't see my.
Well, no. When
You
the.
kept asking me to raise down the window to see my eyes, and I didn't.
Yeah.
There's no explanation for that. It's an easy case.
Well, why didn't you just volunteer to take the breath test?
It's an easy case.
Why didn't you just take the breath test then?
Why do I need to take the breath test if y'all didn't tell me if I failed the test or not?
Well, obviously you failed the sobriety test.
Evidently, y'all didn't tell me.
You guys, there's your open bottle in your car too.
They told me that I did.
Yeah.
Oh, a little bottle of Patron.
Tell me.
Let me ask you this: have you ever been arrested for DWI before?
No, careless driving.
Just careless? Okay.
Yes.
Are you,
Fuck shit.
There's some noise.
Dumb as fuck. 'Cause I'm a fucking working man that got fucking 3 kids.
There's a known game
yeah.
member.
Well, DWIs kill a lot of people in this country.
Oh, there's a lot of fucking people. Get the fuck out of here. I ain't got no fucking DWI.
322.
Try to test me for DWI.
682 4th Street East, area check on a DOC. Cope is not on scene, calling on behalf of her mother, reporting that Cope's boyfriend is threatening to slash the tires of her mother's vehicle.
How the fuck I did a legal turn when I was in a fucking right lane the whole time?
I wasn't there for that part of the.
No, it's the Illinois license plate and with me being black.
I'm confident that's not the case. This officer works DWIs on a regular basis. It's his area of expertise.
And I don't think it's an SPT.
Hey, sir, I got your girlfriend coming to pick up the car to save you a toll bill. Do you want your phone or do you want it to go with her?
What my phone with me?
You want your phone with you? Okay. And then do you want...
And I would like for you, personally, to take down her number.
Okay, I can do that for you when she gets here.
Yep.
Sorry, boss.
No, you're good for now. When we get ready to leave, I'll ask her to close the door.
Oh,
It was nice that you admitted there was a gun in the car. We do appreciate that. That was a good thing.
You would have shot me?
No, I'm just saying it was nice that you admitted it.
My cousin Orlando? Why is it a good thing?
Well, because it shows that you're trying to be forthcoming.
But ain't that the process of being pulled over? Did not corroborate with the whole situation? That's not a good thing.
Here's the thing. I think if you...
Forward, look, no, look here.
Yeah?
Looking forward from the situation. Don't tell another black man that shit.
Don't tell him what?
Don't tell him, hey, it's a good thing that you said it's a gun in your car. That looks bad.
Why?
You know, I'm not saying all cops is bad.
Thank you.
But don't say that shit. It looks bad on you.
Why?
Because from black people's perspective.
Well, it's not. Wouldn't matter what color we.
No. You can't say no, it's not, because I'm a black person. I know black people respect me. I just told you.
Okay.
It's not bad.
Thank you. What can I just say? I know this seems like a.
I'm just keeping it real with you.
I am too. I know.
I'm just trying to help you.
I have a lot of friends that have been. I have a lot of friends that were arrested for. Yeah, I have a lot of friends that were arrested for DWI, and honestly, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world, sir. I mean, we'll get through this. What?
All I'm saying is, don't say you lucky you said you had a gun in the car.
I didn't say you're lucky. I didn't say you're lucky.
Another's perspective.
No, I didn't say you're lucky. I said you did good by telling us.
Yeah, even just saying that.
Okay.
But I'm just letting you know. I'm being cordial, man.
I'm just trying to compliment you as a person, okay?
And I'm putting you on game as a person. And when I say I'm putting you on game, I'm putting you on information.
Yeah.
On how the world is on 2020.
No, I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
You can't say that shit, man. It's gonna make you look bad.
All right. Well, I appreciate you saying that. I was trying to be helpful and encouraging.
Come on now.
So, all right. I'm gonna go now, but.
Not chasing one eastbound Phelan coming up the Payne right now.
Really? On channel 3?
3.
All right.
It's gonna go westbound Phelan.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. I know where to go. Thanks a lot. All right.
We're still just following at a normal speed, still westbound Salem.
Holding at 10-3 until code 4 at 2313.
Well,
From
Can we check if Central can get sticks maybe at Pennsylvania, still westbound?
835 is requesting assistance. They're calling at Black Range Rover. No plate information. Westbound on Phelan.
We got
sticks on Pennsylvania.
We're gonna try to throw them at Empire just before Penn. I'll let you do it.
Sorry, Empire just before Penn.
Squad 510, can you put me on 210's call? And I'll be out too. 210, we just saw that car on Phelan. It's just crossed underneath 35.
Copy, vehicle just crossed under 35.
Visual once again, it's a black Range Rover 2020 model. Driver's a black male, white female passenger.
Squad 510, it's employees in here, 4-4. 210 can be canceled if you want.
510, I copy, coming in. Employees in your code 4. 210 copy.
Copy, 410-8.
2314. And canceling the 10-3 at 2314.
What's the status of this? Of this Range Rover?
835 lost visual. Silver Lake Hamilton Court at 2315. Copy, have a good night. 2315.
Copy.
2315.
We just saw the sheriff. He had sticks at Pennsylvania. Didn't see it come westbound.
212.
But
Call back to the comp. I'm getting a message saying that they're not able to accept phone calls, and they just texted saying that one suspect is in the apartment lot.
westbound back on Pennsylvania towards Rice again.
270 copy, westbound Pennsylvania towards Rice. 212 copy.
What was the last for the transmission?
The suspect should be on apartment number 1.
And info for response, cancel at 10-2316.
Well,
model. Last seen westbound Pennsylvania at Rice. Information
Where?
2316.
Eastbound.
835, the car's going eastbound Pennsylvania right now. Or eastbound Phelan from Pennsylvania.
Cut the lights for now.
Copy, putting a 10-3 back on. Car is heading eastbound Phelan from Penn.
490 air clear.
Affirmative.
Jail, put all now. 288, phone stop.
Must have got off on Jackson or something.
Yeah, 2316.
Bottom line is we tried to spike stick it.
Caller would like us to come in, she's gonna have to hold on.
Which one is it?
Copy, standby.
It's supposed to be a newer black Range Rover.
270.
Is it the one up there?
Maybe.
379.
Yeah. It's gotta be that one up there.
Back in, hold it on. Pain. 210 and 217 today.
Nope, that's not it. Shit. Oh, sorry. Sorry, folks.
It's not that one there?
Vehicle on Phelan,
Nope.
eastbound to approach Cuba.
Hey, they're going right about Payne and Phelan right now.
Payne and Phelan.
270.
Go ahead.
200. Not able to raise 270.
What is this wanted for? Did you catch the beginning of this?
Stolen, I think.
2317.
287, put me on that east traffic stop.
There's a lot of,
2318.
there's a lot of, I don't know, apparently.
Don't say it.
Vehicle went westbound Phelan before Payne.
What the fuck?
Still westbound.
Still westbound.
Go ahead, go
Yeah,
ahead.
there, it's right there.
Sheriff is just at that. Bravo 835 EOP.
Bravo 835 up United 2318.
Go ahead and radio.
You're gonna pursue?
510.
Westbound, going over 35. Looks like you're taking 35 north. Notify state, please.
Copy, notifying state, taking 35 north.
Was that a positive on the stick?
What do you say?
Northbound 35.
Yes, it was positive on the sticks.
No.
Northbound 35 coming into Maryland and be advised we're now passing the LTAC 1.
And it's 190, 1023.
Copy,
You see him?
2319.
Not yet.
I got him. He's just turning. He's in that next lane. Now he's in the fire
Vehicle
lane.
SWAT says pursuit black. Black Range Rover northbound 35 east from Phelan. Information only at this time.
Radio.
Are we lit up?
Yeah.
Okay, 2400. We are northbound 35 east and moving over into the far right lane. Okay, back into the middle lane. Crossing under Wheelock, Larpenteur.
Tell the county. Tell them to tell the county.
Let county know. Let county know on this also. Okay, we are coming up on Roselawn. He is just now crossing Roselawn, far right lane.
Ask him what the original stop was for.
What was the original stop for?
2400 original with no plates.
Copied. We are northbound crossing 36. Looks like he's, okay, he's eastbound 36 from 35.
And 2400 if you're able to, if you can switch to counting Thankful East.
Fuck. Get out of the way.
Move!
Well, that wasn't good.
All right, we had a bus blocked us off. He's out of sight now. Last seen eastbound 36 from 35.
2400, I copy you. Blocked by a bus. No longer visual unless we had eastbound 36 from 35 at 2321.
I think we we probably lost him.
I think we should keep going for a minute.
Yeah, in case he's in a ditch.
What was the vehicle description on St. Paul's incident?
4431. Black Range Rover. First squads are no longer patched with LTAC 1. Cancel the 10-3 at 2321.
Sounds good.
Yep. Yeah, 2400. We haven't come up with them. We are up to 61 now. And no sign of them.
That was invigorating.
Copy, lost visual at 61.
Oh, that bus.
Oh my goodness, was it like an RV or what?
I don't know what that was.
Going northbound Edgerton from 36.
North, what's that?
Probably is. It's more.
Looks like it's coming up to D. A little ways behind still.
Oh, good.
Clear right.
Copy.
Did he say D?
D. Yeah, one
2322.
Edgerton to D. All right, well, we're going to sneak up Highway 61.
Approaching County Road D from northbound Edgerton.
I don't know if our viewers are paying attention. What time is it anyhow?
I don't know.
Well, D only goes to Labor Road, so...
Interlasting westbound Vandus Road.
There you go.
From Edgerton.
And we're going to catch them on the flip side of that one.
And then 716 Selby Avenue.
Championship, 23.
Well, I hope our viewers were...
Negative, but we can check.
I can tell you now that to my great disappointment, that the Durango, as I was afraid of, tops, they have a governor on it at 120.
Up on Centerville. There's no way to get out of here.
360, copy your route to the suspicious 1021 Conway Street. Somebody's walking behind the alley.
Just get it on Central or West. Okay, we got a lot of different...
Copy, going 3 yards on Centerville.
Oh, we got a lot of different frequencies going on here.
Clear. We're on the right one now?
Yeah, that's the problem. We were on 2 when we left, and we said 3, and so yards on Centerville. Well, we'll go this way, just to be... Could be on the county channel. What the hell?
Alright, east and west are tied. Pursuit will be on Central.
Pursuit's on Central. Okay.
So,
copy.
We were going 120 at one point?
We were going
2360 eastbound Burwood.
That's
coming up to Arcade.
That's why we lost it.
Arcade going back into the townhomes.
That's why we lost
Copy, eastbound Burwood going back into the townhomes.
Because we were capped out at 120 when we were trying to close the gap there. The Chargers don't cap out at 120. They go up to 135. But
let's try a pit here.
Going to try a pit, pit maneuver.
Fleet. We're going to fleet. Actually, he's going around the yards again.
Copy, going around the yards.
Where's he say he's on? Was he on?
Burwood, I believe he said.
Burwood, okay.
Went south on Arcade from Burwood, I believe.
We could go right here to be safe. I don't know. I hate to, just in case he comes out the other end.
Westbound Burwood.
He's going to go back to Edgerton.
Westbound Burwood.
Okay. Let's just see if he goes north. If he goes north, we'll keep going straight. If he goes south on Edgerton, we'll make the U-turn.
Through Arcade. Going to keep on to Edgerton here shortly.
We'll see if he goes north or south.
Copy, Trail OK, coming out on Edgerton.
It's got to go left or right.
Copy, Trail OK, 36 and Edgerton shortly.
Copy.
Looks like he's gonna go south Edgerton.
Okay.
Southbound Edgerton.
Actually, disregard north Edgerton.
Copy, northbound Edgerton.
60 gets that.
26 copy, 26.
Hang on. If he continues north past Kohler, he will not make that turn at Stockdale. So just back off if he gets there.
Vandus Boulevard, westbound.
Westbound Vandus Boulevard.
Summer
Well,
Street.
we're gonna go back on the freeway pretty soon. He's gonna lose it there on Vadnais too. It's very, very tough. But there's no houses, no traffic, no people.
There's what they can get 6 out on Rice.
Maybe Rice.
You know what?
These are about 55, still westbound, Vandus Boulevard.
How's it look there, Patrick?
Clear.
Copy, speeds at 55, westbound Vadnais.
Well, he's either got to go south on Rice, north on Rice, or jump back on the freeway. So, the easiest freeway to get on there is westbound. You got to almost gamble he's going to go.
Westbound, Vandus, come up to Rice.
Yep. So we're going
Westbound Vadnais approaching Rice.
to, before we commit down,
Any word on flight?
we are going to run out of gas pretty soon. You know, we were lucky there weren't guardrails on 36.
I know ETA on flight.
On when we got behind the bus.
Approaching Rice.
We're going to wait
Copy,
right
approaching Rice.
because he could go one of two ways there. I'm guessing west.
Up the curb, should be going south on Rice.
I'm getting.
Copy, how's the curve south on Rice?
I guess he's going to go west on 94, but maybe.
I might lose him here. He's going south on Rice. Yeah, he's still going south on Rice.
Copy, southbound Rice. Is there a Maplewood or Roseville spot that has 6? You just ducked out on the wrong side of the road.
6 at B2 and Rice.
B2 and Rice.
Worked out going the opposite lane. Now he says the light's on again. South Rice.
Still south.
Copy, south Rice. Opposite lane.
A lot of skilled driving. You know, we take pursuit driving training every year. Somebody's out there learning how to control your car, know just the limits. You know, that's why we let them get a little bit of a head start, just because we don't always want to. We don't always want to push it to a day.
Looks like he is darked out. He's at Little Cannon Road, south on Rice. He's about a block ahead of me.
Copy, dark down southbound Latana Road.
There's two ways he could turn.
County Road C.
West, southbound, or what?
County Road C.
Mr. 6, Mr. 6. He's going on C. He's going westbound County Road C.
Mr. 6, westbound C.
Westbound C. Well, it's not so good.
Still darked out, westbound C.
Copy, still dark down westbound.
This guy needs to go to jail.
Yeah, I'd say
Maybe
so.
eastbound, County Road C, Charlie. Eastbound.
What?
Copy, eastbound.
Eastbound on C.
Oh, fuck.
God darn it.
Well, we're going to wait right down here for him. This is what's going to happen.
Yep, I think you're right.
Put our lights off. And he's eastbound on C toward us. He'll probably get back on the freeway.
Do we have squad to set up 6 at Little Cannon and Edgerton?
If we had time, we'd put sticks out here ourselves.
He's going over on, okay, he's going south 35E. South 35E.
There he is. There
Copy,
he
south
is.
35 east.
Okay, 2400. He's still blacked out. Southbound 35E, coming up on 36. We are number one in line here. He's in the right lane.
He's got some equipment dragging there.
Copy, dark dot approaching 36 in right lane.
Advise St. Paul.
Advise St. Paul. Okay, he's in the center lane, crossing over 36.
Center lane crossing 36.
Watch for him to do the exit here. As soon as a marked unit gets in front of us, we're going to let them take the lead. Okay, he's taking Roselawn.
Hitting Roselawn.
He just,
I see
okay.
him. I see him.
21-6.
Eastbound.
You got that. He took one.
God damn it.
What's that?
Okay, he's getting back north on 35E from Roselawn. Getting back north on 35E from Roselawn. Still blacked out.
Let's leave that blacked out.
Still blacked out.
Tell him he's going northbound.
Still northbound here. Center lane. He may try to do 36 here again.
If he does, no, it's 30.
Stand by. Okay, still northbound. Okay, we got a marked car in the lead. We'll broadcast for him, okay?
Yeah, but I don't. This is a little. These cars are really confused now with all these lights. That's part of the problem. Somebody's.
3172 getting 6 at 96 and 35. Copy.
Did he get off or not?
Nope, I don't know.
9171, I'm 6 ready.
Yep. He's getting off.
County Road E and 35E. They got off. Getting off on the County Road, going through, getting back on the freeway.
Getting back on the freeway.
Getting back on the freeway.
Well then, it's another fine mess you've gotten us into.
Jump, he's going northbound 35E.
Copy northbound 35E.
6-4 going northbound 35E, so blacked up.
Copy northbound, so blacked up.
A lot of talented drivers here. What time is it? We're not about to log off, are we?
This is some excellent driving going on here. No, it's only 11:34.
Giving you another set of sticks at 61 and 694. Five left the far left lane. 35 east up.
Far left lane.
Now we just shot to the far right lane.
Information for squad flight's been launched.
Oh, finally we got a trooper.
Still meet 6 at 61 and 694.
And we committed 35 northbound.
Are we going 35 northbound?
That's what he said. 35.
I copy northbound.
Well, we got a couple cars ahead of us. We can lay back a little bit.
Hearing the info again. First state flights and launch.
Getting off on County Road E. Getting off on E.
Well, back to my.
Copy exiting County Road E and flights and launched.
Back to my hometown of Ed. He's gonna get off and come back south again. That's his tactic.
Going west.
You're gonna get off and go
westbound County E.
Westbound County Road E.
Get 6 at E at Henderson.
He's gonna go south again.
Nope, he kept going.
Did
He
he?
kept going. Still westbound.
And we're running the Walmart parking lot.
Walmart parking lot.
Copy, going to the Walmart parking lot.
All right, now we're talking. Now we're talking.
Guys, I was just trying to find some toilet paper.
Special and aisle 12. Stand by.
Looks like we might be coming back out on our key. Parking lot.
Coming out on our case in the parking lot.
Jumping the curb here. From my orthopedics parking lot. He's going off-road over the barriers.
Off-road over the barriers.
Just pit him.
He's going into the field southbound. 2165 can continue. 2164 is continuing into the field.
Copy, in the field southbound.
He stopped.
Good.
Vehicle stopped.
Oh, there we have it. The field empties out on the arcade.
He's bailing. He's wearing a t-shirt with stripes on it. Going eastbound.
Striped t-shirt running eastbound.
Set up a perimeter. K9 will be out. I'm on arcade and Van is.
Can I get
I
through
need
there?
someone here.
Yep.
Maybe not.
The cop is above me. If you can see me,
Whoops.
he went this way, eastbound, south eastbound, on the location of vehicle. He went towards the barrier wall.
Toward the barrier wall.
He's running towards the townhouses to your south.
Oh, he sees it.
65 mile can.
Trooper is up.
Troopers are gone. A trooper's on him. You can.
I think we're good here, huh?
Nine's overhead.
Yeah, I think so.
Trooper 9 copies running towards the townhouses.
6165 with K9.
I'm not sure this is the best approach. In fact, I'm reconsidering this. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
2360 will be at Burwood at the.
Yeah, too many unknowns in this
He's way
field.
south. He's in the curb by the top Jersey wall here. He's into the townhouses already.
He's into the townhouse. We're going to go back up and find the townhouse.
Yeah.
K9 is in the townhouse.
We'll just follow somebody else's tracks. How's that?
Hold on here. We got something coming up here.
Almost into the
Okay,
corner here,
okay.
up near the Jersey barriers. I don't have him quite yet, but he's in there.
That is a boat for the
Far east side, almost into the corner near the Jersey barrier.
For the Durango, right?
Hey, I'm telling you. I'm buying a Durango, dude.
6-6 and taking it now.
What do you say?
2360 with Jansen at the cul-de-sac.
Copy.
2363, we got one female passenger in custody at the vehicle.
We got something stuck in our car.
I bet it comes out.
Hey, can you see K9 here?
Do we have them or not?
Yes, it's still around. Where's the suspect? No, not yet. That squad that's going off duty, they're off road. Stop right there. He's back to your, behind you, next to the Jersey barrier. That's the last place I saw him. Can't quite see anything yet. Camera's still getting up and running. Yep, back that way.
Follow us.
Alright, he's a couple houses south. He's running. He's a couple houses to your south yet. He's out in the open now. I got a visual on him. Come towards the helicopter. He's still running. Alright, come west. Come west. Yep, keep coming on that street. He's gonna come right out and get here.
This townhome's right
Down
here.
the north. Alright, slow down right there. Slow down. Come to your left. He's gonna be in that little courtyard somewhere there. To your left. If you come around that building, watch yourself. You're by yourself. Yep, he's in there somewhere.
Is he talking to the K9?
I think so.
He's in the trees by me. Take control of it.
Suspect in the trees.
361 way at that point. He's in the tree. Get the fuck!
Copy 1 at gunpoint in the trees.
Whoop. They just yelled for us.
You got a flash?
Yep.
All the squads that just drove back here, he just passed.
Who are you at? Are you between the townhomes back here in the trees?
Where are you at? Code 4-1 custody.
Copy, code 4-1 in custody. What's your location? Sir Squad, that's all with 2361.
2360, we're going to move fire to respond. Vehicle smoking. We're in the grass.
Copy, what's the best way for them to come in?
Come in through Summit, and they're going to need a grass rig.
Copy. Can someone advise if they're with 2361?
2361, we're code 4.
Copy, squad code 4 at 2342.
Sorry, no problem. Don't spit. I got fucking tree in my mouth.
Well, case solved. You can see he was in the tree. We were able to pull him out of the tree. I'm very cooperative. Said he was coming down, but really wasn't coming down, so we had to kind of pull him out of the pine tree. Thank you to Trooper 7. I gotta thank him. Hey, State Patrol helicopter, thank you once again. Couldn't have done it without you.
Triple 9 copies, please.
What a phenomenal job
Ramsey
by
County will be dropping
all
a
of
patch
these
with
guys.
Tech 1. Thanks for all assisting agencies. 2343.
He was in a tree at 925. I'm not sure what this is. Vadnais Boulevard and the townhouses here. Oh,
Let's thank this trooper.
thank you. That was fun, huh, Sam?
Hey, Sam.
You need anything or you're good?
I think we're good.
You're good? You're all good?
Do I still have my radio skills?
Hey,
Hi, Sam. Good to see you too. Boy, what a phenomenal job by everybody.
It was, and it was cool to see all the other agencies, state lined up on the freeway, White Bear lined up on County Road E. It was cool,
That was awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I mean, I know since it started at St. Paul, but let's just right in there.
I tried to stick him and see him okay. I was stopping way.
Oh, really? This guy over here. It's all good. My car does. The thing is, my car tops out at 120. It's governor. The governor in there.
Yeah, I passed you on 694.
Yeah, on the left. Yeah, that's fine. No, we wanted you to anyhow. We never want the unmarked in the primary role. It's all good. Thank you.
Beautiful work. See ya.
See ya.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I suppose some of our viewers fell asleep.
I somehow I don't think so.
Once you need that helicopter up there. See, he has an infrared. We're gonna have to go back in the Walmart lot and check out that noise.
Yeah.
We either got a tree stuck up in there, or a slight bend. It don't sound too good, does it?
I think that's just something stuck there. We didn't.
Information for Squaws Counties Central and West are tied again at Council 4. Air is clear at 2346.
There's nothing we ever hit that would have done any damage.
All right.
Copy 8196, code 4 at
That was a good
2346.
team effort. A lot of outstanding driving. Nice job, gentlemen. Thank you.
Sweet.
Thank you.
5184.
That was what?
5184.
That was good
How you
work.
doing, Jay?
I'll be replacing A3 shoes aware.
I'm good.
Good driving by everybody.
That was just
Copy
phenomenal.
information for County Squads.
Huh?
Turn around to 2800 Rustic Place.
This thing, by the way, you're on live, but don't worry about that. This thing accelerates very rapidly from 80 to 120, and then there's a governor.
Then nothing.
It won't.
That's it.
Huh?
I don't think I ever broke 120.
No, when we first were going up here out of St. Paul, 120 wasn't enough, you know. But after that, it was okay, you know.
When he got off onto 36 that first time, there was some kind of like party bus or something that just stopped right in the middle of the ramp.
We literally had to go. I don't know, what would you call that? We had to navigate on the grass around the entrance ramp.
At least my old rickety 100,000-mile vehicle kept up with them.
Hey, let me use your. Hey, is there any car experts here?
Oh,
we took on something.
we think we picked up a tree when we were going through the field. Is that all it is, weeds?
We hit something in the bushes. We can go. You lost a little plastic. It's all right. I think if you go 120 again, it'll all fall off. That's what's happening. Break it up. Oh yeah, take that. Oh yeah.
I know. Mark Blue and Leah.
Dragging on
5185.
5185.
I'm in the area. And if the person's not hanging up again, that other DOPD, they can stand up. We'll see if they can get there.
Received at 2349.
Let me shut the car off. It'll cool off a little bit.
Someone just give me some light.
Yeah, there we go.
Come up.
Yeah, it was started. He was going everywhere. I mean, he was. No, he was back on Centerville.
Dunlap might not be over.
Yeah, I thought he was. He was.
That's report enough. That tells the whole story.
Got like about 70 grand worth of vehicle right there.
What was St. Paul initially chasing?
Just no plates. We never actually face.
Let me see if I can see it any better from the front.
Took off that molding around there on the other side.
5184 is out.
Some felt.
2350.
You know, holds everything up.
Yeah, I think that's about the best.
On the tire.
Until, yeah, I don't know about this.
Yes, we did.
Nice job.
Stuff, I don't think that'll be too much of a problem.
Yeah, I don't know how that thing made it. I really
Nothing
don't.
but left turns.
All right, gentlemen, good work. Ladies,
You too.
Thanks for letting us do this still.
How late are you working? Oh, God bless him.
Troopers love you for it.
well, that helicopter is the best.
Absolutely.
You can't do it without the helicopter. If I didn't know he was coming, we would have had to terminate at some point. But knowing he's in the air,
Yep.
that's the best.
Hey, this is clear 20 for us, right?
Say what?
This is clear 20 for us, right?
Clear 20? See you guys.
Be safe.
Later. Thanks, gentlemen. Thank you.
Well, it was interesting.
Yeah, I hope everybody found that stimulating. So, from a DWI arrest to a... Do you have Tony Dean's number or not? I'm going to text him and tell him actually, what's her name? Because St. Paul started this, they'll be glad to know. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure the car is probably going to end up having some legal issues, probably stolen, but he's probably got to have some reason for fleeing too. Yeah, we should do that.
I think so too.
We haven't had our Mountain Dew yet tonight.
Yeah, I've been needing my Mountain Dew for 3 hours.
I got burrs all over my pants. Where did they get those? Was that in the tree, you think? Must have been.
Fire. We got the vehicle turned off, and it looks like we've got the fire out.
There's a fire where
it's not smoking anymore.
Hey, our car's not making any noise
Copy,
anymore.
just verifying you want them to continue.
We had some sticks underneath there.
Yeah, you can disregard at this point. They're coming up now.
That was a rough field to be in. I don't know how we drove across that one.
Yeah,
you got lucky.
Those other deputies must go through that field more often than we do.
Yeah,
because it's like they knew where to go.
Well, here's the thing: follow the guy's trails in front of you, right? We didn't have a trail. So, please excuse us. Go get some popcorn and some refreshments.
5184.
There's a people with Twinkies right here.
5184.
Right here. Hang on one second.
We'll clear the first one unfounded. Roll with the count on the second one. Controlled.
Copy, controlled at 2353.
We'll be back. Excuse us for a few minutes. Hi.
2975 arrived, any mileage 33.
2354.
I'll be right back. Sorry to leave you on your own for a little bit. We'll put the radio on scan. There's a bunch of shots fired. Call in
It's 1372 5th Street East for a residential alarm at 2354.
I'm sure we're going to head to St.
Thank you,
Paul. Some of those shots
2335.
fired.
No 126. You want to fire now? There might be a little bit of gas bill from this motorcycle.
Copy, 235. Two and 7.
Go ahead.
Call back times 2 and getting voicemail.
Copy.
2356.
212, we're 23 at Mears Park.
Copy.
Two four, checking sound from Wakuda.
224, 10 to Wakuda. 2172. 2172.
Paramedic start to 930 Badness Drive.
Affirmative, 2357.
One of two keys sent us the call to the motorcycle accident.
Copy.
One 15.
115.
I'm talking to a few guys outside. They're saying it was fireworks.
Copy per people outside. They're saying it's fireworks.
660.
660.
Do you have a squad to spare that can meet us up at Energy Park? Coming from Raymond.
177, I confirm.
Punchwagon will go as well.
Copy to name.
I'll take both of them. We have approximately 40 cars stopped up here. T70 clear report.
2359.
One 18.
118.
You can throw this back in pending and cancel 121. I can head up there.
120, can be clear.
Sorry, thank you though.
Copy. Squad assist 118 on disorderly 716 Como number 1. A female refusing to leave. Caller stating female brought drugs to the address. And now she's refusing to leave. Name of Shonda, black female, 55-1 thin, oral shirt, gray sweatpants, and a weapon.
One 840, we'll be 10 and I can go.
All right, we got our Mountain Dews now. It's all good. There's some sirens out here, but they're not on any of our 6 frequencies. Our friend Steve brought us some Twinkies.
Mountain Dew? What do you want first?
I'm gonna eat that cherry pie first.
All right.
Information for squads, channels 2 and 3 are temporarily patched for a break at 1 minute.
Speedway now offers contactless payments. Just use your mobile device to make your purchase in-store or at the pump. Getting on your way has never been easier.
Have to make sure that is okay up there.
Neighbor complained Lincoln's near Pryor, loud music, they'll pitch an address.
Make sure we're not losing water here. Any fluids. That's probably just air conditioner, huh?
2166.
I think so. Might want to take a peek. Take a peek to be sure.
Take a peek.
Have you start towards 2800 Rustic Place? A line is out there on a medical for a diabetic issue. They're having trouble getting into the building and they're requesting
I don't smell
PDS.
anything.
We never hit anything that would have done any serious kind of damage.
No, just a little pile of weeds. Maybe on a bump. Or I guess you call that a hump. All right, we're gonna enjoy a cherry pie. I don't know. I wish we could talk to you. It'd be nice if we had a ability to converse with you.
Yeah.
But,
well, I'm glad the phone camera stayed intact through all of that.
Yeah, assuming it did. What time is it?
Which one are we on?
12 o'clock. Okay.
2 minutes.
By the way, I just want to mention, we lost that car.
6921.
The car was lost several times, and those county deputies spotted it up on Edgerton. That's right. That was huge that they were able to fan out and find it. So,
Just on 280 exiting the blue Subaru, no plates. 3 minutes.
This car had no plates, so eventually we'll find out if it's stolen. But there are so many cars out there that are stolen, they're just taking the plates off them. Mm-hmm. And they think wrongly that no one's going to stop them because the DMV is behind on getting plates. Because that's been the excuse. But we just, it's become a tactic of the non-law abiding to try to just take plates off stolens and drive around without them.
Not too many people are going to drive an $80,000 Range Rover like that.
My kid loves that car. You were saying we should have rented one of those to go out west when we went on a road.
Oh, they're beautiful, beautiful vehicles.
It obviously drives pretty well. Literally, he went across the range. That was some serious speeds. They were taller than the car.
I know.
5 shots heard 2 minutes ago. We heard a vehicle driving eastbound on Frost, Griffith Brother.
24 today, Quebec.
Maple and Frost in Birmingham, and that's got to be related to those apartments there that we always have those troubles with.
4 minutes.
Right.
2166, you can show clear.
I wish we had gone the other way on the freeway, but it was too late.
5 minutes.
This might be tilted up a little too high.
3-1 copy.
Yeah, just a little bit up there. Anyhow, a fair amount of shots fired going on.
Look for traffic in 5 minutes.
Well, I must say, I was rather impressed with you driving.
Really?
Yes, I was. I felt safe the entire time.
Really? Well, that's a good thing. Thank you.
Squad 268 and 273.
And that is the fastest I've gone since I was 16 years old.
120?
Yep.
160 Western Avenue South, unit 211 for a loudspeaker complaint.
It's all relative.
Copy. Thank you, 6-9.
4438.
Spoken to individual walking on foot at Hazelwood and Lori, and they confirmed hearing shots fired coming from.
84 checking spot status.
We're going to turn that Maplewood frequency on as our primary.
438, copy. Hazelwood and Lori. Person on foot confirming hearing shots fired. 6 minutes.
Maplewood has been very busy lately.
You got your phone?
I got it.
Okay, good.
I thought I left it.
Nothing worse than losing a phone.
Oh.
Hey, you lost yours once before. You found it 3 days later on your desk. Tell the story. Tell the story. Come on, right now. Tell the story. Roll your window up and tell the story. Come on.
Okay, it was actually the same day.
No, it was not. It was the day.
No, it was the same day I found
the
it.
freeway.
I left work and went close by to Lund's. Came out of Lund's and I was going to order a coffee from Sweet Hollow Cafe.
Lund's downtown St. Paul?
Yeah.
10th and Robertson?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's my on the way home from work stop.
Yeah.
So I come out of there, I'm going to order a coffee. Feel my pockets, no phone. Okay, where's the phone? Look under the seats, can't find it. I fly back to the office, can't find it anywhere in there. Sanjay in the office boots up his Find My iPhone on his iPad.
Yeah.
And it basically says that it's alongside the freeway by Regions Hospital, which is the way I went to get to Lund's.
Right.
So I'm thinking...
So you search.
Oh, search.
Search the freeway,
So,
search
yeah.
the boulevard.
I mean, I parked at University and walked from University to Jackson along the frontage road looking for my phone.
And you call me and tell me I'm using a different phone. So get a hold of me on a different phone.
Right. So I go home. I'm on the phone with Apple. Got the protection plan. I'm going to have them replace the phone, and they're telling me I have to disconnect the phone, and delete it completely.
But first, you're going to make it make noise.
But I decide, thanks to your advice.
Yeah, thank you for mentioning that.
Yes.
Make it ping.
I'm going to make it ping. Okay.
Just
So
in case somebody could find it out there on the street.
Right.
On the boulevard, laying out there somewhere, where somebody's smoking, one of the nurses smoking at Regions Hospital on the other side of the sidewalk.
Yep.
Here's the bing.
Right.
Right?
And I'd already...
Or a homeless guy.
Right.
It could have been anybody.
And I'd already gone into the birth center to see if somebody on the way there, with their pregnant bride had found it.
And you're about to delete your phone, but you decide to ping it.
I decide to ping it right as the phone connects to the people at Apple, and they're going to delete it. I get a call from
9 minutes.
my partner, Joe Miller.
Yeah, who has a desk right next to you.
He has a desk right next to me.
Yeah.
He says, dude, your phone's right here. It was under a bunch of papers. So I was in the office the whole time.
It started pinging.
Maybe take that out.
So, saved by the bell.
Indeed.
Saved by the bell.
Copy, thank you, 10 minutes.
All right, we're in Maplewood here. We are in Maplewood.
210 code 4.
Headed toward the shots fired area. 2 addresses there, Birmingham by Frost and then down by Hazelwood. I grew up right here. My mother still lives here 6 blocks from where we are right now in English and County Road B.
6921 cleared.
Spent a lot of time walking and biking on these roads. I don't know if this road's really closed or not. What do you think, Pat?
Looks like
County Road B, eastbound. So for some of you viewers, I've mentioned this before, but this is Madeline Weaver Elementary. My kids went here, but the actual Madeline Weaver was my first grade teacher.
310, copy. Check the motor vehicle left from 510 White Bear Avenue North. Caller witness, 2 parties steal a vehicle from the lot with the gold sedan. Last seen headed eastbound on 3rd Street 2 to 3 minutes ago. Unknown further.
And And down the road here a little further is Gladstone, Robert Gladstone, John Glenn Junior High School. I don't know if they call them junior high schools anymore. Cool. Middle schools. And this is Hazelwood. We're just going to head south on Hazelwood toward those shots fired. They're long gone unless, you know, they decide to. Looks like they're remodeling the old John Glenn. Wouldn't you say, Pat?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Pretty empty.
676.
Played football for Coach Roy Ward. If anybody knows Roy Ward.
Can I get a
Coach
CN
Jim
for
Pearson,
1938
Coach
Drive?
Coach Jim Shooter.
Awful assembly.
Great athletic coaches there. Jim Pearson, Jim Shooter, and Roy Ward. Oh, Mr. Percival too, another outstanding individual. Just very lucky. My whole life I was lucky to have great role models there.
Transfer 72 here in Minnesota, Boyd, Tom Robert 954 here at Allen Center.
Mr. Marion was my math teacher. Great guy.
Jumping out with the vehicle at Allen and Centerville at 12 minutes.
So here we are at Hazelwood and Frost. We were here a couple of weeks ago at the day crew. Borchardt's Market, your friend at the Borchardt's Market. We stopped at.
Dave and Donna Borchert. Wonderful people. A great market.
Wakefield Park there. I'm thinking maybe we avoid the fields next time. It wasn't really clear which field he was in.
2372, we're pulling into the city of Canada here.
Alright, so the car seems a little bit.
Appreciate it.
It's Gladstone Elementary. I think I mentioned it before. It's
66,
kindergarten through third grade, right there.
Whenever I go back to an elementary school, it looks so small.
Yeah.
But they looked so big when we were there.
Well, there was I guess that's a squad, huh? Chloe, if you can run this plate, 894 Uniform Hotel Kilo. 894 Uniform Hotel Kilo.
Cancel.
66 officially clear.
Squad 310, update on your call. We have a new cop reporting seeing a couple males.
Nissan Maxima.
It was described as a silver older Nissan with front end damage.
Well, there's another one.
You know, there was a stolen Mustang earlier today.
No headlight. Either way, he's going way too fast, huh?
Mustang was stolen from Axeman earlier today.
I'm gonna get the radio.
Was this blue?
I don't know, but it's this just in case he takes off. We'll light him up a little closer. But if he takes off, we're on English Street northbound.
Yep. Let's get the plate before we light him up.
Slow.
Echo Juliet Romeo 818. Echo Juliet Romeo 818.
We'll just follow him for a little bit. He's reduced his speed to a normal level. He's got his hand out the window. It's kind of laissez-faire, huh?
Yeah.
I think he knows who we are. He's definitely got a headlight out. He's definitely exceeded the speed limit for a short period of time. We definitely have the probable cause to stop him. Now he's going to go into the gas station. And we'll get another look at him. We'll wait till he turns so he can't tell if we're going in. We'll follow him in. Right behind the pump.
Service call that can break and start towards Randolph and 35. We got a caller saying that a male party just jumped off of the bridge. Line disconnected. We're unable to call back on a 911 only cell phone. Also advising stay.
Should be Jarrell.
212, we're 10, we'll go to that.
How's it going?
It's good.
You got a headlight out.
Oh yeah. This guy.
Triple two,
Right.
Are you Jarrell?
No, I'm not.
Is that whose car it
No,
is?
This is his name under it.
Yeah. See,
Copy. 200 copy.
did you notice? Did you,
I just went to U-Pull and I got
17 minutes.
is that your little one in the back there?
Oh yeah.
Is that boy or girl? Boy, what's his name?
His name's Cloud.
Hey, here's the thing. You know how you like driving this car fast, don't you? Because I was at that roundabout and he took off. Don't do that with little kids in the car, right? That's too dangerous. All right, thanks. Have a good night.
All right, take care.
Thank you.
Daily 17 minutes.
All right.
2975, clear report.
Well, what do we got going there, Pat? What time is it?
It is 12:17.
Thanks for those of you that hung with us during that pursuit. We'll update you probably next week on the charges leveled on that guy. If we hear more tonight, we'll certainly let you know. But it's, all right, we're gonna go to a Colin Cook in St. Paul. What's the address?
868 Cook Avenue East. The caller's very afraid of his son. He's got an unserved order for protection against him.
Okay.
He's on scene and he just smashed something on Comp's door.
212,
Now he's in the alley on foot.
From Kellogg.
What did he say? 212.
Copy. Cell phone 35 from Kellogg at 18 minutes.
Well, if we ever roll our car in a pursuit, I hope you pay attention to where we're at so you can call 911.
A good indication will be if the image goes upside down on the camera.
Yeah, what happened there is we were getting back in the car. That officer that had the DWI arrest, he was monitoring while he was doing the DWI arrest, he's monitoring what's going on.
27's right, just drove past your graffiti complaint. You can clear that out to
On the
you.
east, and he walks up and says, oh, there's a chase coming toward us
19 minutes.
on Cayuga, which Cayuga turns into Pennsylvania. So we say thank you. We jump in. Of course, gotta be honest with you, I didn't have time to throw a seatbelt on at that moment. And so we go down to Empire Drive because they say throw stop sticks, which we're gonna do. But we never see the Range Rover come by, do we? It must somehow have turned off somewhere and hid. Probably.
It got off on Jackson because that's where they saw him getting back on from Jackson.
You think so?
Yeah.
And somebody saw him go back eastbound. So we never saw. We had the stop sticks out there. I'm sorry we didn't have time to position the car for you to see it, but we had the stop sticks ready. Hopefully there's not a video of Pat and I putting stop sticks out. Yes. No, we're southbound on English. What's going on up there?
4462, you can clear for
We're going to Cook. All right. Bye.
4462, copy. 20 minutes.
By the way, we just drove by Moose Younghands' house. One of the finest men I've ever run across. Longtime hockey coach at Johnson. And just very, very successful in not just hockey, but helping to raise kids, young men. I just can't say enough thing. If you ever want to read about a really great man, go to City Pages, search Moose Younghands. I think it's called The Coach, the article. And they laid out all the unbelievable
off the
things that
Randolph
that man has
35
done.
Bridge.
The road's not in good shape either, Mayor. Mayor, besides Earl, can you fix East Phelan?
As soon as you get done with Maryland,
Yeah. Go for Earl, south of 7th, and then I suppose East Phelan. Could probably just make this dirt. We could all drive slower over here in East Phelan. Enjoy the lake. All right, I don't know why this call hasn't been dispatched, but we're gonna.
2372.
We're gonna check just to make sure. We're gonna make them.
Good.
Oh, we still got a little friction up
yeah,
there.
there's a little something
I think
running.
it's just that little felt.
Yeah. I think so too. Okay.
2400. Do you have any updates on the Cook call? I think it's 865 of the domestic related.
Checking for updates on the AMA 624 Cook.
No, it wasn't
No.
624.
865.
No, 2400. I was looking for the 865 Cook. I think it was impending earlier.
I do have an 866 Cook. I don't have any squads available yet at this time. Unknown whereabouts of caller's son.
All right, we're gonna head there. Can you just read the narrative?
2400 copy. Caller's son, whom he has an HRO against, was recently on scene, smashed something on caller's door. Was last seen headed in the alley on foot, westbound towards Arcade. Name is Lucas Kanya. Date of birth 04/23/1983. Last seen wearing a black T-shirt and red pants.
Thank you. We'll be out there shortly.
Copy.
So, is that? Did she say 866?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes. 866.
A little update on the DWI arrest.
2400.
Go ahead.
Just confirming you're a 10-4 car or have somebody with you.
Yes. 2 men.
Squad 322.
322.
Checking if you can assist 2400 at
Clear.
the domestic 866 Cook.
Copy.
Thank you. 24 minutes.
Oh, here we go.
Where is it? What?
Right.
What's that? What's going on there? Was that him?
I'm thinking. What was the description?
What's his name?
Lucas.
Lucas! What's going on? You arguing with your dad or what? Huh? Is that you? Where is he? That's Lucas? Okay. Well, we'll go see if we can find him. That probably is him. You know that, right?
What was the description? What was the description? I think it was
Information for
black and
Squad
red.
1 available. We have a drunk driver call in progress. Maryland Avenue
Hi.
East and White Bear Avenue North.
Lucas?
Caller is driving westbound on Maryland behind
Okay.
a Chrysler
Yeah,
vehicle.
well,
Yeah, that's
Charlie
wrong.
Mike,
Huh?
That's not the right
956,
description.
This is the other guy.
Coming back to the Silver Secret. Call is currently by 1619
As
Maryland
long as he's
Avenue.
gone, that's a good thing, right?
Right.
What's the address here?
And 25 minutes.
812.
Ah, here we go. Yeah, that's a shots fired call here one night when I was working. Well,
316.
we'll go down here. We'll assume he's gone. They said he's gone. Like, what do we got for addresses here?
844.
Copy.
856. 860. That should be that right there.
Try to give you room to get out here and pull up ahead a little further.
We'll be right
We
back
will be
with
out of the
y'all.
car. We'll let you leave the radio, put the radio on scan for you so you can listen to everything. Supposedly he's gone. We should be fine.
Forty-four 66.
Lots clear, guys.
Copy 26 minutes.
arriving at the LC.
27 minutes.
One 20 miles.
20 minutes.
$23.72, checking status.
Controlled.
Copy. State's also en route.
2164 will be all of them.
6-4, copy.
2400, we're code 4 here. The party's departed, and apparently the Danko order has not been served on him yet at this point.
I copy. Code 4, party departed. Danco not yet served. 29 minutes.
One.
I'm fun 4. I'm just moving along about 80 to 100 cars here. Gonna be calls.
Copy.
Watch it for president.
Squad 188.
What are they?
188, 102 to copy. Mississippi River Boulevard and Summit for an assault. A group of people were assaulting random people and shot a gun. No one was hit. About 10 people. Person with a gun, black male in his 20s. 6 foot, thin, afro, no shirt.
102, 100, copy. 188, copy. 114, I'll be 10 from here. You can send that to me as well.
Copy.
Mountain region.
Copy.
$29.75, I'll be out with 23.72. 29.75, copy.
Triple 2, I'm clear from this. You can send me the shots fired.
Hang on one second. Pat, why don't you update him what happened there, bud?
Yep.
Copy.
Correction, 1930, energy for traffic.
So the man's son here on Cook has a harassment restraining order against him, but apparently has not yet been served.
Copy.
But apparently pulled a knife on the dad last night
12.
and is just an ongoing problem for the family.
Changes to AOA, here it says it was Central.
Copy, 30 more minutes.
Hang on a second here. I'm having to text some information.
Okay, apparently there was shots fired over in Highland Park off of Summit, Mississippi.
210.
Really?
Yeah, while we were in on this call.
Last cars advising.
Callers probably heard it. But
Sounds like the shots are coming from an apartment near that intersection of Edmond and Charles in the parking lot.
well, that's possible. Edmund and Charles.
Copy.
By the way, the gentleman on the DWI arrest before the
Copy.
chase,
202 copy, the shots fired on Charles.
he did blow in excess of the legal limit. So,
32 minutes.
of course, we mentioned that he said he did not have a permit
972. 9172.
for the gun that was in the car.
Get that AOA assigned for 9170 cleared
I
over
wonder
to
if he had ever had a previous issue with a gun.
Copy.
All right, so at 1 o'clock, we're going to log off and log back on. You know, I know a lot of you have been with us for late nights. Some of you are tempted to go to sleep. But, it's one of the reasons we don't want to do it too many nights is we don't want people to stay up just watching us till 2 or 3 in the morning too many nights. You got to get some rest.
And I'm older than Bob. I need rest
Well,
too.
we don't really mind doing it. I mean, it's one thing when you're actually doing it. It's another thing when when we're keeping everybody else up,
Oh, here come a couple bikes.
See, we're looking for a red bandana. You tell them the Danko order hadn't been served yet?
Yes. And he's supposed to be on a bicycle. Oh, that's not. Nope.
How's it going? Guess I should turn the lights on. I had 3 flashlights in the car tonight, and I did not charge the first 2 up. I'm using the 3rd one now.
Party came on stating that the male party hit his wife. Party just got out of prison, line is disconnected. Now we just have an open line.
Group of people. Well, we should probably head over to that area. We don't
Yeah,
get over there.
they might be running
It's
around.
one of the more crime-free neighborhoods we have over there in Marion Park.
So the call at Mississippi River Boulevard and Summit is a group of people were assaulting random people and fired a gun. Didn't hit anyone. There's supposed to be a group of 10 doing this.
There's the M&H. Stop number 3. We're going to head over there because my guess is the group is probably still mobile, huh? Might have to go down.
Yeah.
18, 23-year-old white male, beaded belt, black shirt.
Might have to go down by the river.
Copy.
See if they're
5 minutes.
sleeping in a van down by the river. Gotta be one of the funniest scenes. Okay, you kids. Oh, I can't do impersonations. My wife will get
What was
mad.
that from?
What's his name? The big guy, Chris Farley.
Oh,
Chris
yeah.
Farley. See, but he's a consultant that comes in to help these kids grow up properly. Otherwise, they'll be sleeping in the van down by the river. A little more than what the parents gambled on, right?
Right. So that
He's the same guy that's in Tommy Boy said, "What'd you do?" But you got to, if you haven't seen that, you're probably going to have to watch that.
4316.
Tommy Boy?
Tommy Boy, yeah.
I have not seen Tommy Boy.
Yeah.
316.
So that
Detect the area, 1049 Bradley Street, on a
So that-
fight call for parties heard screaming at one another at the address unknown if fighting is still occurring.
Copy.
Somebody's
Thank you,
yelling at
36 minutes.
me. Should we go to 1049 Bradley?
I think we should. We're
Since we're
we're
over
a
here?
long ways from Mississippi.
1049 Bradley. Fight call. I don't know if you noticed it, but I worked a lot of midnights because that was just
Mm-hmm.
what we worked.
Translator.
There's something relaxing about midnights. Oh, by the way, I don't know, GB Layton is probably gone, but we got to turn up Payne here if anybody's at the Minnesota. It's all closed.
Uncut Schwartz Rice at 37 minutes.
Yes.
320 copy. Took the suspicious at Cambridge Apartment, 727th Street East.
What do
For
you
red four-door sedan in the parking lot,
What's up,
occupied by one, possibly related to narcotics activity. Who is what was
Do you think those kids are roaming around that neighborhood or what?
320 copy.
Okay. Good call. Thank you.
301 copy. Checking for a squad available to assist.
Here we go. It's 1264 Hazelwood. Oh,
365 will go with.
That's right behind the market there.
365 copy.
Right.
Thank you. 37 minutes.
I missed the call.
I'm guessing. I don't even know if he said it. He might have said 1264 Hazelwood. A bunch of people arguing in the park.
In the area of Jefferson and Toronto.
Remember that?
That's where. That's just south of where the homicide a couple of weeks ago was.
Copy. Jefferson and Toronto.
Glad we didn't have any of these on our little pursuit.
Yeah, no kidding.
You just can't go around a bus. That's just the nature of the business, right?
Yep. We gotta take fail and drive, huh?
You think?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Right to by TCF.
Good call. Good call.
369.
Got to do something besides just sit here and occupy space.
38 minutes.
Odds are we'll have a shots fired at that location before we get there. Because arguments in that area deteriorate generally.
Really fast.
Unless they know we're coming.
So if you're watching Facebook Live at 1264 Hazelwood, get out of
I
there.
don't think we got any more calls on racing down at Raspberry Island.
Nope, I think we convinced him not
There is
to.
going to be a light-skinned black male, about 6 feet tall, slender build, tall afro, last seen with
We're on primary 3 here. I just wanted
a
to see.
group of other males last seen walking southbound.
That's probably not going to work, huh?
Probably not
Not going to work. Missed it by that much. I've been told that nobody really understands the Maxwell Smart metaphor.
322 copy. Case number is 205945. Again, 205945.
Maxwell Smart.
You're
That was a
welcome.
funny show.
Agent 99? Agent, what was he, 86? Or 99 was a girl, right? He was 86.
Yeah.
369.
The cone of silence.
369.
That was old. That's from the 60s and 70s. But for
We
those
check
of
the
you,
area on a possible DK driver. Initially seen Maryland and White Bear. Last seen parked at 1619 across from the SP fire station. My apologies. Parked at 1619 Maryland. It's going to be a silver Chrysler Sebring.
check that out too.
Thank you, 40 minutes.
But no, they made a movie more recently. Get Smart, I think, right?
Yeah, who was in that?
Was that guy
Steve
from
Carell?
The Office, Steve Carell. Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, I never really appreciated Steve Carell until I started
With
actually
365
watching
to
it.
copy. For comp, vehicles left, squads can clear.
He's funny.
He's totally right. Oh, I got some bags for the homeless up on Arlington too. So when we're done here, remind me. It's a little
Oh, okay.
help bags that we could pass out there up on this Arlington homeless camp
Sounds good.
that we visited last time.
2172.
One of our employees put some bags together to help out with that group. She saw us on video last time, and she said, "Hey, those people."
141.
Hopefully those bags are still intact after the chase.
Yeah, I can see him in my rearview mirror when I put the lights on. It's got a reflection off the back window there. But 995 St. Albans is calling back, stating there is a vehicle at the address. We're leaving that one up to the St. Paul guys. All right, well, hopefully we don't draw fire here.
Can you check the area? 330 Magnolia Avenue East on the 911 hang up within 25 meters. Female caller heard very out of breath. Stated she needed an escort to have a boyfriend removed.
We're going to turn you down, this radio down a little bit, and go in a little bit incognito.
And be advised for phone history.
44. I think it's going to be the next driveway. Or,
Thank you. You're welcome.
52.
See if we hear him. You can listen with us, because you...
This is it.
Hazelwood for parties arguing and screaming in the lot. 42 minutes.
All right. So here we are. Listen up for parties arguing in the lot. We're going to go in the far side of the lot. So
there's some people down at the end there.
We have an advantage of time and space. We always want to have our time and space. It's just like hockey.
And we're down.
Once you're locked in, you're locked in.
The end of the cars here on the right, there were some people.
Let's see if we hear them arguing.
Information for squads 1 Able and 301 a copy. We have a shot fired in the area of 1671 Prosperity Road. So far, one caller reporting 2 shots.
How's it going?
Coming from the northwest of the address.
Supposedly people are yelling out in the parking lot. Where are they? Thank you. Oh, that don't sound good. Yeah, you can't turn too far right on that car. You can only turn to the left. Oh yeah, we got a little rub going on there. Ask them. Where are they now?
They were right there.
Where that dome, is that a dome light on? Oh, there we go.
Oh, this guy don't look too sober. Well, we're just gonna watch him for a minute.
He's gonna drive off if we don't block him in.
Well, we're gonna let him drive off, and then we're gonna stop and arrest him. That guy's drunk. We're gonna let him go.
Should we let him know who we are?
Not yet. We don't want to fight with drunks tonight.
Is he having a problem with you? Oh, okay. How you doing?
That guy's got there's a person in crisis here.
325, copy and route for shots fired, 1743 Iowa Avenue East. Caller heard shots fired from the west just 1 minute ago, likely in relation to 1671 Prosperity Road. Do the squad to assist.
Where'd the other one go?
Once it's just been that other shots fired,
I think he's in the
call and we'll check the area with him.
I think he's with
310 copy.
Is he with you? No. The guy who just came up?
In our current call
No,
is,
he's with that guy.
advised.
Copy.
Change suspicion.
Where did he go?
He's right alongside the truck.
Copy.
I'm not going to engage yet. $2,400. One of the parties at 1264 is clearly a person in crisis. The squad's pulling in now.
In the gold car on the right.
As you come forward halfway down in the gold car on the right, there's a black male with dreads, with the car that sticks out there another 20 feet ahead of you. On your right, there you go.
2400, copy.
He's very vocal and angry. If I was you, I'd go quick.
Copy.
There.
316.
GOA, juvenile. 6 are out with Mike, Kilo Echo 918.
376, copy. And 316, copy. 2178 London Lane, Unit 320, 47 minutes.
Six.
636.
Could I be logged off up here, please?
You can take them for DWI if they want them.
Copy. Squad 376,
Probably.
310 for info.
I don't know if the keys are in the car. I don't think it's safe to leave them. There we go.
Traffic.
Listen.
376, plate given is coming back stolen. Is it occupied?
Yeah, we got a guy coming out of the driver's seat right now.
10-3 for 376.
And it's a stolen car.
With an occupied stolen.
For code 4, we got one in custody.
Code 4, one in custody, still holding the 10-3.
You can take it down.
Cancel the 10-3 at 49 minutes. Three 316, you can be clear of your call. Conversation, police are no longer needed.
I heard that siren come and I figured they're coming to back them up. All right, well. You looking for your phone?
Yeah, looking for my pepper spray.
Yeah, that's, well.
No biggie.
It's in here somewhere, right?
Yeah, it's here somewhere.
Okay, just don't sit on it. You're going. Stolen plate?
Stolen car,
A stolen
I think.
car?
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming. So, we are, I mean, let's face it, we're a little older than those young guys out there, right?
Yes,
Right.
we are.
So we gotta be smarter. So that's why we wait, pick our spots.
Let the young guys who can run fast.
Swoop in on the. I gotta admit, he calmed down a lot as soon as the police officers showed up, right?
He sure did.
That was good. Oh, there's a canine here too. All right, well, let's see what those shots fired calls.
So, what to many people would seemingly be a very minor situation, people yelling at each other in a parking lot, which, as the sheriff said, often escalates, turned into a stolen car being recovered. It'll get returned to its rightful owner, and the guy who was behind the wheel of it under arrest.
So in a couple minutes here, we're going to re-log off and log back on. It's a few minutes before 1. And we definitely got to go do our bar closings, right, Pat?
Yes, we do.
I told the owner of McGovern's we would be down there at 1. So I think what we'll do is we'll zoom down there, and when we get parked, we'll change it when we get there. I don't think we know yet, right?
No.
He wouldn't say.
He wouldn't say.
So, you think they're still doing asphalt up there?
Yeah.
Well, let's do this. Let's take.
Good idea.
Let's use your shortcut there, big guy. McDonald's here on the east side. I know I told you this before, but my dad used to take me here when it first was built in the early 60s. The first ones around here, and there was a Henry's over on White Bear Avenue in the early 60s, and McDonald's and Henry's were in competition. And they both made good burgers, but McDonald's just eventually put them out of business. And yes, I did eat burgers there when the shortcut haircuts were in, and the little hats. Remember those McDonald's hats that they used to wear?
Yeah.
And I was there when they put the over 1 million sold sign up here, because they thought that was so cool. Now it's in the billions and trillions of burgers sold, but in the 60s they sold their first million burgers sold. And, same location has changed a little bit in terms of the design, but
copy.
So we'll get down to bar closing there on 7th Street.
Oh, we actually saw him. He met up with us last week, or the week before.
There's so many. I tell you what, we've been listening while we're off. We've been looking at some of the old messages, and we're trying to answer. There's messages on Messenger. There's messengers on the comments on Facebook, and there's messages to the phone. We apologize. Let me just say right off the bat, we apologize for not getting back to all of your questions and messages. For me, I have to run the sheriff's department too. It's 500 people in an organization. A large jail holding 400 or 500 people, and not to mention a patrol force of 7 or 8 different cities. So if I don't get back to your, it's not because we don't want to. We feel bad sometimes that we don't, and it's hard to do it while we're driving.
Right.
While we're looking for things. I mean, the key to police work is to be ever observant. You got to be scanning nonstop, looking for buses to get in your way.
Mike Kempe and Zach Rhodes are checking the governance too. And maybe after that we'll be able to get up to that homeless camp.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that. Shoot. And we got to get up to Jimmy's, to Billy's. Billy's on Grand.
Clear.
You know,
Squad 320, we are unable to reach the call back straight to voicemail.
Isn't it funny how bars are named after Bills and Jims?
Copy. We got a secure
After
building
what?
here, so
Well,
you
got a Billy, you got a Jimmy.
Copy, 55 minutes.
So if you're just joining us, which I'm surprised if you would be, but some people did say they're not going to join till midnight. We've had a pretty busy night tonight. We were involved in a pursuit that was at times, what would be the word? I don't know. Intense? Yeah, intense.
Yeah,
intense.
Excellent word.
Intense.
316, copy, took the noise complaint, Idaho and Manton for loud motorcycle circling the block in 56 minutes.
310 will be clear. Cancel 316. We're right up in the area.
Copy, 316, you can be clear.
Is Zach Paul's?
Copy, thank you.
56 minutes.
I'm sorry.
Is Zach Rhodes Paul's son?
Yes. That's my understanding. Yes. Chris Rhodes is not, right?
No.
But Zach Rhodes, I believe, is. There's another Rhodes too. If I'm wrong, someone from the gang unit will tell me right now. Downtown's been relatively quiet tonight. Well, it is what? Is it midnight now?
You know, we've been on other channels so much and out of the city so much that I have no idea whether it's been
Well, it's
busy
good we
down
got out to the suburbs, huh?
there. Yeah.
When you microanalyze yourself in a pursuit, you have to do that every time because under the stress of it, sometimes you do make mistakes, right? And so I'm not really worried about traffic mistakes, but I do think there was a mistake trying to go across that field. I think I should have gone around. There was already 2 cars in the field.
Right.
I should have just, and eventually we did leave and go around and get right to where he was, but I should have.
Area check on a dangerous condition at Larpeneur and 280. Reports of vehicles racing on Larpeneur.
Should have done that in the first place. So,
6921 on patrol.
that's my lesson learned.
58 minutes.
That's my lesson learned tonight. Avoid the fields.
It was interesting, though, driving with bushes above our heads.
Well, it was, say hi to these guys, wave to them. So,
Clear.
one of the reasons we're in a hurry is every Friday there are fights down here. And by the way, we did talk to the owner and we determined that there have been guns inside here on numerous occasions. And so we're trying to help them clean up the problem.
Right.
So they don't want any trouble. They want some help. So assured them we'd get down here on Friday at 1 o'clock. It looks like we got 1 minute to get there.
Their engines and loud music for the past hour.
Our friends on Raspberry Island are now up on 280, probably down on
drive through here and advise
Energy Park Drive there.
Necessary.
54, copy, 10 minutes.
So we're downtown St. Paul, westbound on 7th Street, home by the XL Energy Center, home of the Minnesota Wild, Zach Parisi and team.
Copy, okay.
Truck park isn't cleared out yet. Roads and those guys
Good-sized
usually
crowd
park
in
over
front.
there.
Oh, look, they saved us our spot.
Take our normal
Left their
spot.
location. They were code 4. I'll give them a call on the phone.
A lot of people down here tonight.
Copy.
So we're gonna log off and log back on a minute. Hope you come back. There's a charger.
Copy.
Ready?
Hang on a second here until I get
Squad 5 DNUT.
in our best spot here, and then we hope you come back. You want to say any parting words to the people that have been with us for the last 4?
Well, I hope you'll come back with us. I think it's been a pretty interesting night, and I think there's more to come. So we're going to log off now. We'll be right back with you.
Codes and blackmail.